Hello, Time PDL, and welcome back to the Sinnoh Draft Reviews. Today I'm joined by Mcfeeds. How's it going?
Hi.
Gamma Gate
Hello, hello.
and Fortress.
Yo, how you doing?
Okay, so we got a lot to break down, so let's just get straight into the drafts. So we're starting with Strick's team with a lot of T's. When is Strick gonna get an actual logo, though?
This is his logo. He commissioned it for $5,000.
Okay. What's your guys' thoughts? The team?
I mean, this is objectively the best team in the whole draft that has Belly Bolt. No notes.
Mega Chestnut?
Eh, that guy's cool, but he's no Belly Bolt.
True. Belly Bolt is a friend.
I mean, the draft
Um,
just started so well with Dragapult, Mega Greninja, and
Yeah.
Tinkaton. It's just afterwards I was helping out a little bit with them, and he did get sniped a lot in this draft.
Okay. I think when we get to the actual rankings, I have this one really low. I think it's more me being overly critical because it's the first one I reviewed rather than it actually being bad. But like, this is the classic I drafted a fast Pokemon and then didn't draft anything else in between that and mid-speed Pokemon to help pad out my speed tiers. Like, the fast version of this team is Pult, Mega Greninja, Tinkaton, and that's it.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, not bad, but like, I wish we just had like 100 base speed Pokemon, or like 105 base speed Pokemon to make the fast mode more real. Because the other, 7 Pokemon on this team are all for the Trick Room mode.
Yeah, I think if I'm
Is Skarmory
correct,
really a Trick Room mon?
Not really, but like, do you need Tailwind with Pult Mega Ninja? Like, unless you're playing against Priority Tailwind, I think you're chilling.
I know one of the things I thought going into the draft day was that I thought two Mega Tail Room teams would be pretty good, where you have your Fast Mode Mega and your Trick Room Mega, and he almost has that with the Mega Greninja and the Golurk. I think it's just too many points were spent on like the Chestnut and the Swampert that could have been spent on like getting a better Tailwind setter than Skarmory, and maybe
yeah.
like what you were talking about another like 100 base speed guy that can actually
I mean,
make the
I,
fast
I
mode a
think
little more real.
Skarmory's fine for the team. You don't need a great Tailwind setter when you have two 142 speed Pokemon. Like, how often are you going to need to set Tailwind? I think it's literally just against the Talonflame Whimsicott teams.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, your Mega Ninja or your Dragapult just nukes the Tailwind setter before it can do anything, or taunts the Tailwind setter before it can do anything.
Yeah, he did talk about at the end of the draft saying like he didn't know what direction to go, so he said that he was just gonna drop Mega Golurk at the end and just like revisit it in FAs and drop Mega Chestnut for some other pieces to make his like Trick Room a little bit better. But
I mean, I personally wish he just had the balls to stick it out with Hyper Offense all the way through. I think tacking the
Yeah.
Trick Room mode on is kind of weird when you're spending, 45 points on Dragapult Mega Ninja, or 38 points on Dragapult Mega Ninja?
yeah. I will say it kind of
That
sucks
could have
too.
been
The
a
first
plus
two
two.
Pokemon kind of just dies to fairies. Like any fast fairy type or any like redirection plus fairy into those first two kind of just die unless like Mega Greninja gets out of dark typing for protein.
Yeah,
But
I mean, Scarf Fairy type's a mega annoyance for this. But I don't know, I just feel this team lacks a lot of direction. It wants to be a Trick Room team, but it's only. Like, there are Trick Room mons, yeah, but there's only really two good Trick Room mons, which are Rangaroo and Golurk. And then
Yep.
there's Hyper Offense, but there's only really two good fast mons, which are Dragapult and Greninja. And then you also have three Megas coupled onto that. It just feels like it's doing way too much, and I just do not see the vision he was going for.
He did pick up Samurott Hisui over Swampert, which I think is slightly better. That thing's like 90 speed, right? Or 85 speed.
Yeah. But I mean, you
85.
already have a water dark type. Why would you want
Yeah,
another one?
that's fair. I agree. I think it comes down to you have like two great Pokemon and like on either end. and then all your stuff that's in the middle is just kind of there.
I still think he'll probably like pick up some wins just based on the fact of his first two Pokemon with a little bit of support of Tinkaton. But if people can neutralize those first two Pokemon with Trick Room, and like he has his fast mode out against Trick Room, he does not have his slow mode in, it might be a little bit tough to pick up some wins.
I mean, I am the biggest Dragapult Glazer. I love that Pokemon. It's so good in draft.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it does not hit well enough to build a whole team around it being your damage threat. It needs to be like a secondary or even tertiary carry. And I don't know if Mega Ninja has enough damage output on that fast mode to carry it.
I do think he's gonna go Trick Room at least 1 week, and this Mega Golurk is going to grab like 20 kills. This thing does so much damage.
Golurk Oranguru is fire, I will admit that, but it's
Yeah, the
just, what is your
telepathy.
6 that you're ever bringing, man? What are the 6 that you're ever bringing with this team?
He probably just brings
I mean,
Tail Room, no?
I see a Pult, Ninja, Tinkaton, Scovillain, Oranguru, Golurk.
Yeah.
And then you run fast, and if the fast mode doesn't work, you run Trick Room.
Yeah, literally, you just flip a coin in the start of the battle,
which one you're
battle.
feeling.
Yeah.
Fucking two-face that shit.
Okay, well,
Which doesn't sound horrible, but like it leaves you kind of inflexible. Which is funny because it's a flexible like tail room, you know.
Yeah. And the protein utility knife of Mega Greninja.
kind of sucks too, because I feel like Dragapult, cause like obviously like you said, Dragapult, very versatile Pokemon, can go like either offenses or support. But I feel like on this team, it kind of probably can't go support as often because it's like one of your biggest damage dealers on the team. So I feel like you can never like get full value out of the Dragapult with like maybe support sets. Like maybe you can run some support sets, but you'd be losing a lot of damage from your team if you're not running Trick Room, obviously.
I also think Strick did a really good job last season with his like hard Trick Room Dialga team. That was Strict, right?
Yeah, he had Dialga, Ursaluna, Cresselia.
Yeah, I think he had a really good job of bringing Scarf Dialga to like fake out leads that you're not running Trick Room, or to have Scarf Dialga in the back to clean up after Trick Room ends. And I think Pult can maybe serve like that same kind of role here, where it's like you're playing hard Trick Room on the lead, your Golurk's picked up like a kill, maybe 2 kills, and then you have Pult to just clean up that last little bit that it needs to get through in the end game after your opponent stalled out Trick Room.
See, I don't know. I did that same thing with my team last year, because this is the second year in the row where Strict and I kind of have a same core going on, because I also had a Dialga Ursaluna team last split, and that worked a little bit better because Dialga is like functional in Trick Room, and the Sharp's more of a surprise. With Dragapult, you kind of know that's gonna outspeed everything.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we should just probably move on. Let's move on to the second team. We got, I'm gonna biff this so badly. How do you even say this?
Ardoin.
Arduin Splash Squad.
Alright, and moving on with Splash Squad. What's your guys' thoughts on Splash Squad?
It's Ardoin Splash Squad. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm pretty high on this draft, all things considered. I think this is like a very weird but good hyper offense draft. And while you look at the type chart and you like visibly cringe, I don't think it cares if it's just killing things, you know? I don't think the only Pokemon on this draft that want to be defensive are Milotic and Mousehold, and those are such good defensive typings and normal and pure water that nothing else matters.
A Meganium?
4x weakness to poison. That's the
Yeah.
only reason I don't think it counts in that same thread. But yeah,
I mean, this team could have used like a Prankstermon or one of the Rain Setters, which I'm pretty sure Politoed is still up, I believe, on their day. It would have made the team a little bit nice. I know you.
Nah, I think Politoed's too slow. Like, look at the
Doesn't
defensive
Arrow
stats for this team.
doesn't Arrow get Rain Dance? Raichu gets Rain
You
Dance.
have two really or like I guess 3 really fast Pokemon, because I think Mega Lopunny also gets Rain Dance because it was on that latter Rain Dance team. So I guess
Yeah.
you have like fast like Rain Setters, but I feel like don't you think this team would have benefited from a Polytoad or a Pelipper? Like this is the one team where I think one of the Drizzle users would have been like pretty good on this team.
Dude, I really think just adaptability, Basculegion, and Tailwind is good enough.
Fair enough.
Or Scarf, adaptability, Basculegion. Like, I think this draft just leads like Lopunny plus X, punches a hole in the enemy team, and then Basculegion cleans up your endgame.
I think my issue with this draft is I just don't see. I mean, yeah, Vasculegion's good at like poking holes, but like it only has water moves and I guess ghost moves. I feel a lot of these monsters don't have great coverage is my issue. Lopunny definitely is alright, and I think Aerodactyl might get like some fangs and stuff, but I feel like a lot of weeks you're gonna know exactly what this brings, and that does not help the flexibility at all.
Oh, I think this draft is horribly inflexible. I think the
Oh.
only flexible Pokemon on this draft are Mousehold and Lopunny.
Yeah.
Like, to
This
some
draft has to
extent,
press
Arrow.
Tailwind on Aerodactyl every week and try to win the battle in 3 turns.
Yeah. And I do think it has good enough tools to consistently do that.
I don't know. I think people will be able to prep for it and be able to deal with it.
My only thing I would have wanted on this is screens, which Raichu kind of gets, but I don't know that it's fast enough at 110.
Yeah.
I mean, Meganium gets it.
True.
Much slower than Raichu.
I also don't know how comfortable Kara is playing a hyper offense team like this. I honestly can see this team going 7-0 or 0-7.
I feel like it's a really different style from him. I don't think I've ever seen him draft like straight hyper offense. Like I feel like he's either balanced offense or he's just trick room usually.
It's somewhat similar to Rain. He usually likes to have some form of Rain on his drafts.
I guess
Yeah.
my worry is like, yes, you're hyper offense, you're trying to be fast and stuff, right? But what is your deterrence to someone playing Trick Room into your team? Because your slowest Pokemon is Basculegion, but I don't think it's slow enough in Trick Room to play.
You kill the Trick Room setter in 1 turn.
Yeah. Taunt Arrow, Taunt Mousehold, Roar Arrow, Whirlwind Arrow, Roar Meganium,
Okay,
Dragon Tail
he has some
Milotic.
options. He has no Trick Room.
Yeah, you
set,
don't
right?
have a you don't have a clean answer in Imprisoned Trick Room, but you're also like double fake out. You've got Follow Me Mousehold to stall out Trick Room turns if you need to. Like, I don't think it's a horrible Trick Room matchup as far as hyper offense goes, but it's definitely how I would try and attack the team. I think the bigger problem is the Prankster Tailwind teams into this. Like,
Yeah.
I think this draft like very, very much relies on being the fastest thing on the format on the field, and because you're reliant on fake out to like help pressure teams when you're not the fastest thing on the field, just Covert Cloak Tailwind user is this thing's nightmare.
I mean, if you just neutralize Basculegion and Mega Lopunny, this team is just gonna struggle a lot, no? If these two just kind of can't get damage in, can't get kills in.
Yeah,
the
but there's
get-go.
kind
Oh yeah,
of
but
like
if you just block Mike Tyson's punches, you know he's not gonna hurt you that much. You know?
there's like kind of a weird balance mode with Meganium, Cerulege, Milotic too. Like it doesn't seem horrible to me.
Actually, I think I'm now that I'm looking at it, I think this might be thing. I'm not a big fan of the special attackers. I don't think they're overly big damage special attackers. And if you have like the wall, for example, like
Yeah. But like your main physical attacker in Lopunny, or one of your main physical attackers in Lopunny, is immune to Intimidate. You have competitive Milotic, and you have Cerulege that's immune to burns. Like, yes, a very fat physical wall like Mega Aggron is problematic, but most of the like conventional haha this shit's on a physical team, like this doesn't care about.
Yeah.
It's just stuff like fat steel types, honestly.
I guess the thing that kind of also sucks too is if you really need like a big special attacker on this team, is gonna be your Mega Meganium, right? But if you're trying to bring Mega Lopunny as well as your physical attacker, then you're kind of stuck in a hole where like you can only bring one of them, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much special attack Meganium has without its Mega, but I don't think it's
Not
good.
enough.
nearly
Not-
as
not a
good
lot.
enough, right? So you kind of have that kind of issue as well going for you. You kind of have to like make your choices. I guess you could bring both into the battle and just see like what you need, but it kind of sucks because like I feel like Lopunny is like unusable without its Mega, right?
100%.
So it's a little bit tough here. Maybe he could drop something for like a nice special attacker on this team. I don't know what you drop for a special attacker.
I just think there's such a small subset of Pokemon that are like truly fat defensive walls and doubles, and they're almost all steel types, which Mega Lopunny is gonna check.
Hmm.
Like it might not be one-shotting Mega Aggron, but it's definitely two-shotting Mega Aggron.
Well, that's just one Pokemon. The other Pokemon, I think you'll be fine with, I guess. But yeah, Mega Aggron might be a small issue, but
Like the only Pokemon I can think of are like Mega Aggron, Metagross, Garchomp, Archaludon. Like they're all stuff that Mega Lopunny can check.
yeah.
Corviknight, which kinda checks Mega Lopunny.
I will say I think with this draft, you have no rooms, obviously in hyper offense, to make a mistake turn one. Like if you get really bad tempo turn one into turn two, this team is gonna struggle a lot. I think IMO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the guy who locks Nidalee Jungle and Emerald Thunder.
True.
Like
Just
you're
Tempo
either
King.
getting put in the backpack, they're 21-0, and it's the freest game of your life, or they're like struggling to clear their camps, and there's no in between.
Yeah. I guess we'll
Yeah.
see what he can do, but if you guys have no more thoughts, we can move on to the next team.
Let's move on to the next team.
Next team, we got Sutopalai, Sableyes. I swear this first pick is becoming a curse every season. I think the last 3 seasons, the person that drafted first has not had a successful season.
It's kind of funny that it's Sage twice, no?
It was me one last season. When was the last time Sage had first pick? What was
Oh wait, no,
team?
he had second pick for the Mega
Yeah.
Kingdom. My bad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The
Yeah.
tilt picking Garchomp Mega is just really funny to me.
I just have one question for Sage. Does he know? That first
we're-
pick.
Were you in call last night when
He was
he
not there.
realized that
I was not.
Halucha doesn't get Tailwind, Blastoise doesn't get Follow Me?
Oh, Halucha doesn't get Tailwind anymore?
Nope.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
got
shit.
rid of
Oh,
it.
God.
He had it in SV.
Oh,
They
man.
just took it from him?
Yeah, they did. And then Follow Me obviously is
Okay.
on the sheet because I have it as Nat Dex, so the type chart is actually working because the champs
And,
type chart does not work.
And Blastoise doesn't get Water Pledge for Swamp.
Oh.
It was a really monumental Sage crash out moment.
As
He's
far
got
as I was
Electro
concerned,
Web Rotom.
at least from what I heard, is his plan was to go Indeedee first, like Indeedee female into whatever, into his draft, like whether it's Hatterene or other side spam users. But I get going Mega Delphox. I think that was fine, but I feel like drafting Indeedee M and trying to make side spam work with Mega Delphox is like too many moving pieces. Like having to click
Yeah.
Gravity and then setting up Mega Delphox to be able to side spam. I feel like there's like ample time for the opponent to like make sure that that doesn't happen. Especially since Indeedee's gravity is not priority too, right?
Yeah, the gravity
You
stuff
can
is
take
better
a-
as like a secondary option, not as like the only trick up your sleeve.
You
Yeah.
can stick a Choice Scarf on NDD.
Yeah. Then you're locked
Choi-
into
Choice
gravity.
Scarf gravity, sure. I just think he should have probably went a different direction with Mega Delphox. Or if he wanted to play side spam, he could have just easily went just Indeedee into like Indeedee female into a different side spam user. Whether there's many, right? Mega Meowstic, Mega Alakazam, Mega Guard, like whatever it was. I think this just makes yourself getting into a problem already from the get go.
Because we have 5 Sci Spam teams in the league this season, I think.
Yeah, we have quite a lot.
Because we have 5 Sci Spam teams in the league this season, I'm gonna hit them with the usual knowledge of, hey Fortress, what checks Expanding Force?
That's a dark type, right?
Yeah, and there's another type.
Steel.
Wait, oh yeah,
Steel.
Yeah.
And this team can deal with steel types, kind
Sure.
of, because you have Mega Chomp and Delphox, obviously. But how in the fuck does this team deal with dark types?
Lucha Punch.
It is a base 92 attack Halucha.
A lucha punch.
Yeah, you don't really have a lot of things for dark types on this draft. It's gonna be very
Like, you
Just
scary.
lock it and
kind-
hit your focus bless, you know?
You kinda have body press Earthworm, but like, I don't know. I think this is in shambles.
I think him also, yeah, tilting into the Mega Garchomp to have a good Earthquake user, because like I think obviously the idea is you don't Mega Garchomp, you just Earthquake alongside Delphox. I don't think it's like worth it. I think he could have went other like different ways. Maybe like if you can't get a ground spam user with Mega Delphox, then you just call it a day and just draft like what's called like the rest of your archetype and just play other ways. But
I just fundamentally think first pick in the whole draft Mega Delphox was a blunder. Just because it's so, like, you're either super reliant on another, like, you really want an Earthquake user. Like, that is what it does best. And so since you're not in a position to guarantee you get an Earthquake user coming back to you, I think it's just a rough first pick.
yeah.
I don't know, but just imagine if the way the draft had gone was Mega Delphox, and you can even still take the Indeedee, and then what if it's like Mamoswine on 3, and then you take your Tailwinder on 4?
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, I don't know. I think it could have worked out. It just thinking that Halucha had Tailwind, which I thought it still had it too, so like no flame or anything.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I swear it had it in SB, so I don't know why they just decided.
I'm
no
double
more
checking
Earthquake.
it right now. I know it
No,
didn't have it at one point.
I mean,
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have it in Champions.
Yeah, that's so sad.
he's gonna have to make a lot of FA drops IMO in order to make this work, and even then, I don't know how many. Like, I don't even know if 3 is gonna save it, cause like, what do you do? Like, I guess you're not dropping Mega Garchomp, cause like you kind
No,
of
it
need
doesn't have it in SV either, Gaming.
Oh, does it? I thought it
Tailwind.
did.
No,
I don't
it's
think
an
we ever
Abdex
saw
thing.
Halucha play Tailwind in SV ever. I mean, I don't even think we saw Halucha play at all on SV ladder.
No, there was plenty of Halucha.
Really?
On ladder, no. On ladder, you'd never see this thing, but it's like a draft Pokemon.
No, draft for sure. No, draft for sure. I can agree with that. But when I was like playing Scarlet Violet ladder, I just never saw Halucha, so I just never thought about Tailwind or not.
Yeah, he's not a good mod, but he's fun in draft.
But yeah, I don't know what he can do on this team, like what he can drop in order to make this work. Cause like I don't think he can drop Garchomp. I guess now maybe you can drop Halucha for maybe like a better fighting type to deal with darks since it doesn't get Tailwind. Maybe you can drop like a different Tailwind user, like a cheap one. But I don't know what Tailwind.
I was
user
looking.
is
There's
up.
not that many Tailwind guys left. I was looking, trying to find anything, and it's not good. Like Gliscor maybe, and you get Earthquake and Tailwind, but that
I
seems
believe
really
Gliscor's
weak.
drafted already.
Oh, it is. Okay, I didn't
Yeah, I
see
think
It
the ones that I
is,
was,
but
like,
yeah,
looking-
that'd be good.
The ones I'm like kind of looking at that you have left is like maybe
Yep, it
Pidgeot
does.
and like Altaria, and I don't know if you're willing to do that.
You know it's cooked if we're suggesting to draft Pidgeot.
Jesus Christ.
Everyone throws shade at Pidgeot, man. He's not that bad.
Regular Pidgeot,
Oh,
to be
not
to be
the
fine.
Mega.
Yeah, like any
yeah, the Mega's
prankster-
fine.
Any prankster speed control options? I see this probably doesn't get T-Wave, but does it get Icy Wind at least? Or something?
Grafia doesn't have prankster speed control.
Yeah, that's
It gets
quite
copycats, so
unfortunate.
someone else is prankster.
True.
Yeah, I think Sage probably could have done a couple of things like different. I don't know about first picking Mega Delphox. I think it's like a fine if you want to go it. Like I think Chris also really wanted to first pick Mega Delphox if it came back to him, but obviously it didn't come back to him.
Yeah, but Chris is 11th. He's going to get Mega Delphox plus Crocodile or Mega Delphox plus Chomp even. Like,
that's true. Maybe you're right. Maybe Mega Delphox falls into that same kind of trap of Mega Floette. You drop Mega Floette early, you might not get anything on the way back. I think on 2 here, instead of Indeedee, I think he could have just slammed his ground type user right there and then. Like I think Mamoswine was up. I think
It was.
Crocodile was. No, I think Crocodile got drafted.
No, Crocodile
second, so
wasn't.
he wouldn't have gotten it. But I think he just should have, like, if he wanted to go Mega Delphox and the main mode is EQ with Levitate, he should have just drafted the EQ user on second and just forget about side spam because it's too many moving pieces.
I still think Diggersby would have been good on this team.
True.
Scarf Diggersby alongside Delphox, Rotom.
It's still up. He could do that.
Yeah, it's another sad time for Sage. Not sure what he can do even with this team in his group, because I believe he's in a diamond group, right? Which is like the really tough group
Yeah.
where like anybody can make it.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're really going into the group at a disadvantage with what's it called, with your team not doing very well, or like it's not cohesive enough. We'll see what he can do. Moving on to the next team. We got the Philadelphia Fanfies. I feel like this is something Mcfeeds would draft. Mega Charizard Y Enjoyer.
I think it's kind of fucked up to have a Sun team that's weak to fire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
that's
my thing was I don't know why he drafted like 3 steel types. I guess one of them resists or is neutral to fire, but I'm not sure why he drafted 3 steel types in the
Okay,
Sun team.
to be fair, I told him to take that Clef Key because the speed control options were
Yeah.
pretty bad at that point in time, and it gives him like a prankster user. It gives him Imprison Trick Room, which didn't have a Trick Room option at that time. Like it kind of just checked all the fucking boxes.
Okay, fair enough. I know Float was not like his pick, like we picked it for him, because
It
he's
was
not around.
it literally came down to the fairy types were basically gone at that point.
Yeah, and then he drafted Mimikyu after as another fairy type. I don't know if you want 3 fairy types too. It kind of sucks. I mean, like fairy's not bad.
Oh.
It's just
if
I'm
you ever
assuming he didn't.
wanted
Go ahead.
3 Pokemon of a type, you would want. If you ever wanted 3 of the same type on your team, you'd probably want either Fairy or Steel. So it's not.
I'd throw
worth
water in
playing.
that conversation. I've
Also
had
water.
I've had drafts with 3 water types.
Rain Dance.
But what is the role that Mimikyu is fulfilling here? A Trick Room Pokemon? You already have that in Klefki.
I don't know. I wasn't.
Kinda
I
room.
stopped in the conversation after Klefki. I
mean,
think like
mm,
this is just a solid balance draft that might have speed control issues. Like it's very specially bulky. Its physical bulk's kind of bad. Like Metagross can carry that a little bit. You have Gyarados Intimidate. But I think if
maybe
you're playing
Reflect
just
Screens.
like playground Pokemon where I send my guys out, you send your guys out, and we just both click damaging moves, this draft will do really good. I just think once people start to try and move towards unfair, like air quotes unfair things, this draft will kind of struggle to check it outside of Klefki. And Klefki can only really do so much to burden that, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean the one speed control option Klefki has, right? Is like Thunder Wave, right? It's the whole thing. I feel like it's not enough to take this team over because his speed tiers are not very good for not being like he's not really a primary Trick Room team, but he's also not like a really like decently fast team, right? Like I feel like with Mega Charizard Y, I guess you have to speed with Chlorophyll Venusaur. Forgot about that. So like you have those two as a combo, but any Tailwind team coming into this team, I feel like kind of just mogs it. And then
Kind of sucks that Charizard was your primary damage dealer, and it has to click Tailwind if you want speed control at all.
These speed stats are just also so unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like any Tailwind team comes, it's gonna beat it. Any Trick Room team that comes, it's probably gonna beat it because its beater's not too slow enough to like, or in order to combat it. I guess he does like Trick Room Prison if he wants to stop it, but like McFeed said, I feel like the only chance he kind of has is if there's no speed control going on in this battle for some reason, and he just gets to spam hits with like Charizard, Venusaur, Gyarados,
I
and
mean,
Metagross.
it's not real speed control, but I do think this draft has really good Scarfers. Like Scarf Gyarados, Scarf Floette, and Scarf Metagross are all very real Scarf Pokemon.
So Chlorophyll Venusaur.
And you have Chlorophyll Venusaur, so like you're not like as locked into the sub 100 speed as it really looks. But it requires a little bit of creativity, and I think other teams will just have an easier time dealing with it.
It also doesn't help he doesn't have a fake out guy at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no fake out disruption. Doesn't have redirection either, if I'm correct too, right? Yeah, no redirection either. Maybe his alternative mode, like maybe the way he can play is just like leak Klefki and set up screens for his team, just to hit behind screens. And maybe that's like an alternative way he can play. I think that's probably his best way that he can play this draft. Cause yeah, no disruption, no like I guess like good tailwind setter because you don't want Charizard to set tailwind up. So yeah, I think he's probably gonna have to play behind light screen and reflect and try to get like Gyarados and Metagross, Charizard and Venusaur like kind of behind that and start hitting as hard as possible.
Also, zero ghost resists really rough in this
Yeah.
format. We have some really strong ghost
Yeah.
types.
Aegislash,
Yep.
Annihilate.
Mega Gengar, Mega Golurk.
Yeah, a little bit tough. A little ground weak too, but he has 2 immunity, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like it's gonna be a tough road for Philadelphia to play, especially once again, like he's also in the Diamond Group, so it's gonna be tough to get some wins in Diamond Group, I think.
Mhm.
But yeah, let's move on to the next team. Next we got Paladin Porygons, the other Mega Floette team.
This draft is awesome.
Is it awesome?
I like it. I wish this Arcanine Hisui was like a regular Arcanine instead, or something. But
Yeah.
I wish this Arcanine Hisui was literally anything else. that is my problem with this draft. Is your physical attackers are Arcanine, Hisui, and Gallade. Gallade's fine. The Pokemon's a like draft menace. Especially when you pair it with like support from Noivern or like support from Liepard. But like, I don't know. When I'm relying on Arcanine Hisui to be my physical backbone, I don't see it.
I'm right there with you. Especially when the team is really, really weak to ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, geez. You
Uh,
have 1 immunity in Noivern, and that's it.
I don't know. I think you just shoot Gallade, Sliggoo, and Porygon in the head, try to get a better physical attacker, and then you're okay.
I think you shoot Arcanine Hisui.
You can also shoot
Sliggoo
Arcanine Hisui in
in
the
the
head,
head,
but
and get a new physical attacker.
Not sure what Sliggoo's really doing here either. Like, you have a Dragon type, you have a Steel type, but what do we need Sliggoo here? Is it like just like a defensive option for this team?
So I was talking to him towards the end of the draft. I think it was after the Glade pick, and he was trying to round it out, and his type chart was I forget like the exact holes. It was ground, ghost, and rock. I think are what he was weak to at the time. And I suggested Trevenant and Diggersby to round out the draft because like Diggersby is a solid physical attacker.
Mhm.
Trevenant just worked for his typings. Which I think I like better than the Sliggoo Weirdeer.
Yeah.
But I digress.
No,
I-
I feel that's kind of. I think that might be better.
I definitely think the Diggersby is better. I think the Trevenant's not great, but
Trevenant's
grass types
fire.
are pretty bad. He just doesn't need it.
I feel like where he got
Yes.
into his problem is drafting Goldingo second. I think he should have right off the gate just drafted like the best follow me or tailwind user he could have gone. And I don't think Norvin's a bad tailwind user. And I guess he has rage priority of those, but I think the Goldingo pick should have been something different, I feel. I don't like it
Okay.
on the team.
So we had our class on die spam. Are we ready for our class on Mega Floette and Mega Gardevoir? So what types does Fairy not hit super effectively?
No, I
fire
get it.
types.
Poison.
Poison and fire and steel. And what Pokemon do we have that deals with those types?
Arcanine Hisui.
Yeah,
And
Arcanine Hisui
that's
physical types.
it. Yeah. I think when your only answer to fire types is Arcanine Hisui, your only answer to steel types is Arcanine Hisui and kind of Gallade, and your only answer to poison types is Gallade, you're kind of in a weird spot to really make use of Mega Floette. It was something I tried to be conscious about, and I still don't think I did great with it. I have like 2 Pokemon that check every single one of those types. So I think the dual special attackers, while it's Fairy Steel and they're like 2 of the best Pokemon of their types, might struggle a little bit. But you know, it's Mega Floette Goldengo. There are some teams that just cannot take a choice specs, make it rain to the chin. They will lose. There are teams that cannot take a lighter rune to the chin. They will lose.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
How real is Aridos as a Rage Powder user? I know it got.
It's a lot better pre-safety goggles, but
I mean,
About 6 points worth.
with a focus sash, it always lives 2 hits, or it always absorbs 2 hits.
it's not that bad for bulk.
70, 70,
Like,
70, it's
70.
pretty fucking bad.
That's not
Cause
horrible.
like I don't know, I feel like once again, like I feel like you only draft Mega Floette if you know you're gonna get a premium of something. You need one of the two. I feel like, cause I feel like you go against priority Tailwind, like yeah, sure you have Noivern as Tailwind, but it's not priority for Mega Floette. And I don't know, I feel like your redirection Pokemon is not as bulky as I would like it to be with a Mega Floette.
I think the bigger thing is just like the things Floette can't beat on its own, this draft can't beat.
Yeah,
What do you mean,
that too.
man? Arcanine Hisui?
Yeah,
No, that Pokemon needs to be shot. It needs to be taken off the team, and I mean I don't even know what options he has for Arcanine Hisui to be a different Pokemon. Like what other fire types there are, or even what type doesn't even want that thing
Okay,
to cover.
this is probably too cook, and we probably don't have enough free agency tokens to make this work. But like, what if he drops? This is gonna sound crazy. What if he drops Goldengo and Arcanine Hisui for Mega Chandelure?
I don't think another Mega with this is worth it.
No.
I was thinking about it with like my Floette draft on like another Mega that can check Steel types, or like check the types that Floette struggles into.
Yeah, but would you want it to be non-Mega so you can play with Mega Floette and that Pokemon?
Yeah, the problem is there's just not good options in the fire type,
Fire
ground
types.
type.
What if you
department
just
right
threw a
now.
Skeledirge on it and just tried to make it
Maybe,
work like
maybe.
I feel you could get some value off just dropping Sliggoo and Weirdeer and just get
Probably.
something there.
that? I think Weirdeer is probably the best way it has of stopping Trick Room is the only thing.
They got Glade and also Copycat Liepard.
My Bard, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, but Weirder's also holding that Ghost typing chart, right? You're
Dude,
gonna
I'm
lose his immunity.
telling you, Diggersby. Get it while you can.
Diggersby.
Amon's good.
Yeah, Diggersby is pretty fire.
I'm high key thinking about dropping stuff on my team to pick it up.
I guess like I feel like another thing that's kind of not another good thing about this team is he never really competed. What's it called? This Fire, Water, Grass core. He has no water or no grass type, which I feel like grass type sure, but I feel like having no water type is like
Oh, yeah.
kind of worrisome, like really worrisome.
Yeah, actually.
That's the
I
other
didn't
thing.
notice
How
that.
does this team deal with bulky waters?
No
Like, you
electric
plop a
type, no
Milotic in front of this
grass.
team. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. Like you're just gonna try to hit it as hard as you can with
Light
sharpness,
of Ruin.
Gallade maybe.
Your answer is kill your Floette by clicking Light of Rune twice and hoping that's enough to get through it.
Or Leaf Blade Glade.
Oh, true. I did forget about sharpness.
The demon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Noivern's only grass type moves against are Solar Beam and Absorb. I don't think either of those are doing the
Gets
job.
Absorb.
Absorb Noivern.
Yup.
Let's go.
Yeah, because I feel like this team could have like what's it called like would have liked a bulky water type on this team. It would be like another like nice thing to swap, like at least switch in on for Mega Floette. Maybe it doesn't cover the types it needs exactly, but I feel like bulky water, sorry, could work on this team.
I also think it's really funny. I'm being like stupid critical of this team and the Philadelphia FanPea team, but I have them both in my top 8.
I guess that's kind of what happens when we kind of rank them the day after.
Yeah.
I think I also have them in my top 8, so that might be a little bit delusional. I don't know. Let's move on.
I think of rating these accurately.
I have Paldea in my top 5.
Okay, we got the Waters Whoopers. This draft is
Be-
so
best draft I've
McFeeds
ever
kill.
seen. You know,
So McFeeds
whoever
kill.
called whoever called the shots on this one deserves a raise. Like,
Really good job to Water for coming up with this all by himself.
you know, when this gets in the Hall of Fame, inevitably, I want a little asterisk under it with my name attached to it as well.
Just like a Mareep as the logo at the bottom.
Dude, I
Did you have no
I
points
sent
for
him
a Mareep mascot?
I sent him my 3 Sinistcha draft plans, and I knew the second I said, yeah, you can do Mega Blastoise with this mon, he was hooked. I didn't have to say anything else.
He's a really big fan of the Mega Blastoise.
Yeah, the mon's so good. It's so cool.
I just feel like I can't believe he got Dragonite as last pick. What were people like doing on Sinnoh? How is Dragonite the last pick on this draft? It's crazy how many shooters this team has, and he gets Dragonite on top of that.
Yeah, I'm usually not a fan of small drafts, but like all of the there's so many draft Pokemon on this team that are just fucking utility knives. Like Infernape gets every move ever, Tyranitar gets every move ever, Dragonite gets every move ever, man. Like there's a little anti-synergy running Dragonite with Sand, but like you also don't care because it's a Dragonite and can run like Band, Inner Focus.
Inner Focus, yeah.
Yep. There just isn't a bad Pokemon anywhere on this draft. You could bring any of these Pokemon any week and it would give like value.
Yeah.
What do you say, McFeeds? This is like like the team that kind of you wanted, and I feel like you have like kind of this experience with this kind of team with the sand and stuff. Like, what would your main gimmick be? Would it be the Excadrill like Mega T-Tar mode, or would it be more of like the balance mode, like Sylveon, Sinistcha, Mega Blastoise, Dragonite?
I think you're in the bathroom when I was talking to Fortress. I think there's like 3 main modes you run with this team, and it's like the sand mode where you're like having Drill T-Tar either in the lead or in the back. Then there's a Crobat lead alongside Blastoise where you're turn 1 Tailwind plus Fake Out, and then turn 2 Rain Dance on Crobat, Water Spout on Blastoise.
Okay.
Which I've seen on ladder, but instead of Crobat, it's Vivian with Sleep Powder and Hurricane. Like it's Sleep Powder, Rain Dance, Tailwind, Hurricane.
That's really nice. That's heat.
And if you do the Blastoise mode with Tailwind, you can have Sinistcha in the back to Hospitality it back up to full with Hospitality Life Dude to reset your Water Spout damage.
Wow, that's a very nice tech.
And then you have like Sinistcha lead for Trick Room with Sylveon Mega Blastoise or Sylveon Mega T-Tar. Like Mega T-Tar is a disgusting Pokemon. This thing has 700 base stat total and like 150 defense and 180 special defense when Sand is up.
Yeah.
This mon, if you're not clicking a fighting move into it, it will live it. And if you're clicking a fighting move, it probably still lives it.
Yeah, I think like only like the top of the fighting types probably can like maybe even have a chance to Oko, like stuff like Mega Lopunny or.
It's like you have to click close combat or low kick. Any other move does not kill this.
Yeah. Yeah, team is just I don't know. I don't even know like where you can go wrong with this team. I don't see like too many weaknesses with this team.
I guess for a nitpick, I guess Tyranitar's the only Ghost Resist, but it's a pretty damn good Ghost Resist. So maybe like a Mega Goal or Trick Room team could like overpower it, maybe if he gets Trick Room up.
So my biggest problem while I was running this is I'm going through my type checks, right? Like what punishes Excadrill, what punishes T-Tar. Okay, Blastoise helps with the ground types that punish most of those, etc., etc. The biggest problem I kept running into is how does this team deal with bulky waters? And I originally had a dual Mega with Mega Manectric to help that, and he opted for the Dragonite instead.
Okay.
So as is, these 8 Pokemon cannot really touch something like a Milotic. You're dealing neutral damage.
Right there, man. Sinistcha's right there.
You do have Sinistcha.
It can Calm Mind up. It can do its thing.
But you probably most of the time you want to run it like supportive. But I guess like you're gonna have a Grass Move, so maybe on some weeks where there's a bulky water, you could just like run like a more of a special attacking orientated Sinistcha and just like have other Pokemon like protect or support the main attackers.
I just think that's like the best axes to attack this team is something like a Primarina, something like a Rotom Wash.
Don't act like Infernape doesn't get Grass Knot. My Ludic's not doing shit.
I mean, Milotic just gets like mogged by Mega Blastoise. Primarina gets dunked by physical attackers. There's like, it's really not that bad.
No, I agree. It's why I said he didn't need the Mega Metric when we were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, also
It was just what I was considering. I was a Mega Manectric plus Cyclosar, I think, was my last two. With Shed Tail to get T-Tar in more safely, or Shed Tail to get Mega Blastoise in for a Shell Smash.
Okay. His stats are just so good too. His average stats, like 107 attack, 98 special attack, and his defenses are really
this
good
team
too.
is stupidly bulky.
Cause I was gonna say like maybe like somebody coming in with like a faster priority Tailwind team maybe can deal a little bit with this team, but like I feel like even if you don't use like what's called even if Korbat gets outsped or like someone's using a priority Tailwind, like your team is so bulky enough where like you could probably just like play an alternative mode, like maybe this is not like common, but you could just maybe run screens on Sylveon and as a different way instead of playing like speed, and you could just play like the bulk mode, cause like how much damage do you think the hyper offensive team can like how fast can they get through this team under screens? Because like if they can't kill it in 1 or 2 hits, like they're pretty squishy themselves since they're hyper offense, right? So they're just gonna get like one shot back, right?
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I feel like
I
this team's just really good.
I agree.
I think he's in, especially since he's in Dynamic Group 2. I wouldn't be I would be surprised if he doesn't top this group. But
Yeah.
I feel like I think he has the best team in that group in Diamond, I believe, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to next team then. Next team we got Easton Starmies, and he got his logo. He got his Mega Starmie. I thought you
Mega
might
Star-
not get it because I heard some people were thinking about first picking Mega Starmie, which would be a shame. But
I am not smart enough to analyze this draft.
this is typical fashion Easton. He's got 12 Pokemon as per usual, and some people are gonna come in critiques like saying like what is like some of these Pokemon doing at the near end? Like doesn't really have that many like heavy offensive hitters, right? But I feel like this is like where Easton shines. Every time he has 12 Pokemon, and every single Pokemon I feel like for Easton, he's always gonna have some kind of use for it every time.
I'll
It's
say
the
that.
fucking
I'll say
Easton.
this because I usually glaze Easton's draft. Just I don't know. I usually like Easton's big drafts as I kind of have like a same wavelength of he's drafting this because it has a fuck ton of tech options. He does have tech options here, but I feel they're less stronger than they usually are. And there's a lot of more shittier Pokemon like Cryogonal and Squawkabilly.
They don't show on
Whoa,
Crocodile. That thing is a
whoa!
goat.
We're
It's
not
gonna be
talking
huge
shit
for
about the
Squawkabilly.
Hexagon.
What are we
We're
doing,
talking
man?
shit about the Hexagon. This thing sucks ass. I'm sorry.
Like it's freeze dry though.
So is every other you had a million other ice types that you could have done here.
So I guess like part of my problem with this team is his special attack is kind of low because his real only special attacker is High Dragon. If he's not running huge power Mega Starmie, which I feel like the whole idea is to run huge power most of the weeks, you still can run special, but I feel like his special attacking is a little bit low if Mega Starmie is going huge power.
So, funnily enough, my problem with this draft is the middle, not the ends. I really don't like Jolteon, Mime, and Machamp.
Majolton gives him
Yeah.
like a fast Pokemon.
Yeah, but like short of Electroweb for like fast speed control, I don't really know what it offers. Mr. Mime loses a ton of options without Natex move pool, which I think like really just kind of hampers it. And I don't know. I'm just a big Machamp hater. I think that Mon just doesn't do enough. Like it's like awkwardly sped Yeah, it's got Guts and No Guard, which are great abilities, but it's like awkwardly sped, awkwardly bulked, and I think just it's worse Gonkeldor.
Eh,
I think in general, just the like what Gamegate said, like the options on this team just aren't as deep as they have been in the past for Easton. And I think some of his top end Pokemon require more support than
Than what it's
usual.
getting.
I think
Yeah.
most of the time when I look at a good Easton draft, his like attackers are pretty standalone and he can do whatever he wants with his other pieces. Whereas like Mega Starmie, yes, 120 speed is fast, but like you want to run Adamant on it over Jolly so you can get the absolute maximum amount of damage out of huge power. And so you're really closer to base 100 or like 105 speed. And then your like options like, okay, I'm Electro Web Jolteon or I'm Tailwind on Hydreigon.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to point out that I was kind of thinking because I drafted Hydreigon myself, the infamous Hydreigon and Dual Blade, because I assume he couldn't get the Aegislash. The typings work just perfectly, so that Hydreigon covers every single weakness for Dual Blade. And one thing I was thinking about before I just opted for Cofagrigus instead, you could run like AV Hydreigon with defensive Dual Blade and just eat every special attack and then switch in the Dual Blade to tank physical attacks and vice versa. I thought it was a really funny idea, and I think I like the vision with that, but I don't know, the rest of the middle mons I feel aren't as good, and some of the enders are real shitters.
There's six Pokemon I like on this team and six Pokemon I don't like.
Cryogonal better be one of them.
Cryogonal falls under the don't like tier, unfortunately.
Let's go. Fuck Cryogonal.
It's the first fuller to Blade and Mudsdale for the ones I like.
Yeah, I do think he's gonna probably have a little bit of a tough time. Like I know Easton's like a pretty good battler, so like usually with these teams he makes it work. But yeah, I think with the less tech options he has, and I feel like this team like I don't know, I feel like it's weirdly like not the bulkiest team, but like it's not the hardest hitting team either, you know? So like I'm not sure like what his like main like thing is gonna be, or, like what he's gonna do in most of his weeks. Like obviously he's gonna play balance, but is he gonna have enough damage to punch through if Mega Starmie is not around? Like, is he gonna have enough like defenses to
I
tank
would have
stuff?
loved second pick Amoonguss with Mega Starmie, man.
Yeah, that's pretty fire.
Was that available to him?
Yeah,
I think
Chris
it
got a
was.
third.
Chris got a third. Yeah. But he probably didn't want to do that because like Mungus is pretty expensive, and he probably wants to fill out his whole team right with 12 Pokemon.
Yeah.
So also the ghost weakness is pretty trash. You only
You
have
say that, but he has like top 3 dark types in the format.
Even then, your normal type is Squawkabilly, and most ghost types have some form to just fucking nuke this Hydreigon, to be honest.
That's fair.
just kind of sucks because he doesn't have that many swap-ins for his main Pokemon in Mega Starmie, right? It's really Hydreigon. If Hydreigon's not around, then like, are you gonna rely on a Squawkabilly to like eat the ghost hits, right? Like you can, but like I feel like you probably want something a little bit better than that.
Yep.
It's he's in the Pearl Group too, I believe, right? So, I still think he can make playoffs. I think he's still like a pretty good battler. I think he can make it work because like this is like an Eastern team. Like people in the past have said like he's kind of drafted similar teams like this and be like, yeah, I don't think he's gonna make playoffs, and then like he still makes playoffs, right? So I still think he's got it, but I don't know. It's gonna be tough. Oh no, he's not in the Pearl Group. He's in the Diamond Group.
Yeah. The Hell Group.
Oh, he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna
Nah,
be
he'll
tough.
still make it.
He can still make it, but it's gonna be tough, I think.
Def, Texas, Easton making playoffs.
All right, let's move on to the next team. We got the Relic Castle Royals, Fire Mana. I love this
Fire Mana.
Garchomp Pokemon, but I don't think he like built around Garchomp like very good. I like the Mega Skarmory Garchomp idea. I think it's a good idea, but like my main concern with this team is this team has one special attacker and one special attacker only, and that's Volcarona. If this
Yep.
Volcarona is neutralized or killed, like I feel like Intimidate, Screens, like Reflect, Will-O-Wisp is just killing this team.
Yeah, if I had a nickel for teams that have amazing speed control options and also decided to randomly draft a Fletchender, it's weird I'd have a nickel and that they're both Garchomp teams.
Mm.
Also, kind of sucks having Garchomp with Volcarona because it's really kind of sucks to have them on the field at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Volcarona is the main redirector on the team though. For anyways, it's most likely gonna be Clefairy. I think Volcarona on this team strictly needs to be the special attacker. If it's not the special attacker on this team and it's going support, I feel like he's gonna have problems. A lot of them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel you just gotta drop one of these things at the end for a special attacker, and then this team become. Because like I see the vision with the core there. You got good redirection. You got his beloved Volcarona, and screens aren't as much of a problem when you have a Meowscarada that can just shoot through it. But
Hear me
I don't-
out. We drop a Mega, or wait, not Mega, Jesus Christ. We drop a Tauros Paldea Aqua for Empoleon.
is
Yeah.
it still up in that group? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty
I think
good.
you drop Tauros Paldea Aqua for either Empoleon or regular Greninja.
I also like Mega Skarmory as a Pokemon, but it feels kind of limp to be the only Mega on a team. This feels like it should have been a double Mega draft.
I think it's kind of fine if you're really, because I just think it's hard to fit other megas within the point constraint unless you like drop maybe Pikachu Mawile for like Mega Altaria if that works with your points.
You know what? Fortress is right. Mega Slow Bro. Blam it.
Fuck no.
Hell yeah.
This draft is also really, really, really soft to Trick Room. Like, it's not the fastest draft in the world, but like you're not like two 142 speed Pokemon like Strix, but almost your entire team is 90 or 100 speed.
Yeah, there's nothing to deal with Trick Room outside of just whirlwinding it or
Dragon
Yeah,
Tail
the
Chomp.
usual goop.
I will say, I
Um,
thought Skarmory had better stats. I thought he had a higher attack and higher defense on its Mega.
He basically switches his attack and his defense stat when he megas, and then it all goes into speed and special defense.
Hmm.
He's cool though. I actually like Mega Skarmory.
I think
somewhat.
there's like really cool tech with keeping it unmega'd until you need the damage
Mhm.
for the extra bulk. And like Stalwart's not the best ability in the game, but like it will just wreck certain teams. Like
Yeah.
you put Mega Skarmory against Water's team, and this thing is destroying a Tyranitar. Like you are just clicking body press with Stalwart up, and the T-Tar's not doing shit because it can't get redirected.
Yeah. May I ask, what is Pikachu doing on this team? Just a question.
I don't fucking know.
It's best.
That's Pikachu, bro. That's have you seen what this Ash guy has been doing with it?
Is it
Pretty
here
crazy.
for his
I
like
also
weakness
just-
into electric? Is that why?
It can deal
Yeah.
damage, but it's not
Is
good.
light ball a thing still? Like you can still light ball
It has-
Pikachu, yeah?
It has Lightning Rod, I guess, which is good for Mega Skarmory.
I mean, I feel like if you're saying out Pikachu just to absorb electric type moves and then it just kind of sits there after, like, I don't think that's it.
Could you get a Manectric to do that job, and it would do it 1,000 times better? Yes, but big damage, Thunder, big damage, and extreme speed.
True. Meteor Mash?
Does it get Meteor Mash?
One of the fucking costumed ones does.
Yeah, the rocker one does.
Um,
I know the ice one, or the fancy one gets Icicle
Icicle
Crash.
Crash.
which is
Yeah.
funny.
I don't know, at least
Yeah,
for me, like,
composite Pikachu is fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
at least for me, since I'm the other Garchomp like user on the other day, I just feel like this is like not the direction that I would have taken. I know like I have my biases, but I feel like the team could have been built a little bit better around Garchomp. I
mean,
think
feel
he
it's
has
not
I think he has the support pieces. I think that those are fine. I think it's his offensive other options that are like lacking.
We're also quad 4x weaknesses on this team. You love to see
Like
it.
Easton's favorite.
Quad.
One of
Two
those is
quad.
Including-
fake.
Two
One of
quad
those is
including-
rock,
fake though,
two
because
quad
one is
buff.
Fletchender.
Who's quad weak to
Yeah.
buff on this team? Oh, Masquerada.
Masquerada. Also
Ah.
including your two main attackers being quad weak to two of the most common spread moves in the game, and Rock Slide and Icy Wind.
Does he have a wide guard Pokemon?
No.
Not that I see.
Doesn't look
Yeah,
like it.
add that to the list, buddy.
Yeah, another Diamond Group person. So I think he did make changes though. Like saw in the FA things. I think he picked up Mega Meowstic.
Oh, I love that actually. I think it's really good.
So that's something. He gets Mega Meowstic, and I think he dropped Kangaskhan, Pikachu, Mawile, and he picked up Mega Meowstic.
Oh no, Kangaskhan.
No,
Kangaskhan was a good part of it, man.
Yeah.
So I guess
Now his only fake out guy is. Oh, I guess Meowstic gets it. Never mind.
I think he should have dropped I think he should have dropped Aqua for a different water type. Aqua, Pikachu, Mawile.
Yeah.
Heck, drop the Fletchender too if you want.
He picked up 2 new special attackers with Mega Meowstic and Healisk, but do you think that that makes the team better? But like, how much better? Do you guys think?
I think it's noticeable, but I don't know. Missing Kangaskhan really sucks.
I think Mega Meowstic's actually like sneaky good on this team because it solves your Intimidate issue. You send in competitive Meowstic on the like Intimidate swap or on the lead, and then you Mega it.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah.
I
I think it's like sneaky good on this team because like I saw that change and I was like, why the fuck are we taking Meowstic? But with that in mind, I think it's actually pretty good.
Not to mention as well, you have like you can play Mega Meowstic without its Mega and just like make it like just like as a support alongside Trump or Mega Skarmory if you want a Mega Skarmory, so you have that option as well. So like you don't have to be offensive, but I guess like it is gonna be like your other main special attacker. So I mean I think it's not the worst. Like I think there's gonna be some weeks where he can just play as a support and just let Skarmory Mega.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on. Michigan Moshers. I really like the first 3 on this team. I think the core is kind of like insane.
I like the
Everybody
first
likes
5
the
to
first
6
3 on this team. I like everything up to the Gudra.
I don't understand why he tacked like this really fake trick room mode at the end instead of just like sticking with the balance stuff he had kind of going with the others.
Garganackle got nerfed, right?
I think
Salt Gear got
Or,
nerfed.
yeah, Salt Gear. Just misremembering. Yeah, it's a pretty cool draft. I think
I really like the end. We just said, let's put the fattest physical wall and the fattest special wall we can.
he's got to get those stats up, man.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Play the fun game of find the special attacker on this team.
Gudra.
Aegislash, 140 special attack.
Yeah.
Also that.
Rotom Moat.
True. Don't look at my draft. It's not the same thing.
Even Musharna is somewhat useful.
I gotta glaze Musharna really quick. I think the thing is like
We should have bumped this up. I saw it in the draft and I'm like, oh, that's some good value.
yeah, an insane value pick, but not where I was going at all. I think Musharna is like low key a super ugly looking Pokemon.
Oh.
but then I saw someone have a PowerPoint presentation where they turned it 90 degrees and it's actually hella cute.
Yeah, it's a floating, it's a sleeping type here, or yeah, I think it's
Yeah, with the side thing, it looks like a fucking coiled up fetus with an
I thought it was a
umbilical
fetus.
cord.
Yeah, that's kind of I think what they were going for the design, but they also like if you've seen it in the TV show, or there's probably a GIF of it.
But then when you turn it sideways, it looks like a tapir with like awesome hair.
It does, yeah.
The first 3 Pokemon.
Here, I'll get an image in PDL General so people can see this.
Dude, they're gonna be so confused why it's there until this comes out.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, back to this actual draft.
Speaking of the draft itself, it's pretty good.
I think it's fine. I think it's just like your middle of the road. Like
some of the
good.
I was gonna say some of the like big weaknesses, like Fairy, it's you don't have you have Aegislash that you only resist, but like both Sneasler and Aegislash can handle Fairy type, so it's not that horrible. Fire. I mean, you got answers for fire at the end. That's probably what the Kutra and Garganackle were for. Yeah, I feel
Gyarados
it's
too.
just solid. Yeah.
I mean, this team, I feel like you can either like do two like different things. You can either have like Lee Sneasler and like make it like fake it offensive support for the Aegislash, Mega Gyarados, and like whatsoever, right? Or you can like have it in the back and let Aegislash, Mega Gyarados do all the damage with like Vivillon supporting them, and then like have Sneasler come clean up. Like you have like a different options to play this out.
Yeah.
Greens is also disgusting on this draft. If you get Aurora Veil up, Mega Gyarados with D-Dance or Aegislash with Swords Dance are both disgusting.
Yeah.
Even a Vivian with Quiver Dance isn't something I'd take like super lightly.
First Garganackle.
Yeah, something like behind like screens like what Nightingale Lowes, I think it gets helping hand too, I believe. So like screens helping hand for Mega Gyarados or Aegislash, and like you don't even have to do a setup move. You can just like start hitting from the get go with helping hand.
Also, even coaching Sneasler onto Aegislash or Mega Gyarados.
Oh, it's a Mega Gyarados.
That's
disgusting.
so nice. That's really nice.
Like I think this draft has interesting options, but it requires like fixing like playing well and fixing holes.
I feel like it's just like your like above average like team. It just has like kind of everything you'd like kind of want. You have great attackers, you got great support. Don't have like a 2-2 like shit type chart. Like the ground's looking a little bit tough.
No. I see you editing the PowerPoint.
Oh, dude, I realized. I was like, oh wait a minute, I was too harsh.
Back down.
I was too harsh. I'll put it back. I'll put it back.
Not me literally checking where I put this team after I glazed it.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm biased a little bit because I talked to Kyle about this draft afterwards, and I like kind of shit on him a little bit. But now you guys are like talking me into it because the first 6 are better than like I thought originally, and I was too like strict on like the bottom 3.
Yeah,
not,
I get looking at this kind of as a whole. It kind of like there's not overly an open direction, but like you just kind of have everything, and that's kind of what you want from a draft team. You like being flexible, and this draft definitely can be flexible.
Yeah, your first 3 months carry. Like as far as your damage dealers go, while they also have like the slightest bit of utility each if you need them to have it, and then the back half of the draft, like the back 6, just give you all the support options you would ever want with those 3 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been running a lot of mocks with Vivillon lately because I also drafted it, and I didn't realize that like just how much this Pokemon got. Like all three of its abilities are more than usable. It gets Light Screen, it gets Rage Powder.
Yeah, the only problem with them on is it's made of paper and is one of the worst typings in the game.
Yeah. But other than that, it does like everything. I was running Confuse Ray just to like cheese people. It gets String Shot even for speed control. Like it's just does everything.
Yeah, it is a very
weather
good
if you need
Pokemon.
And like base 89 speed isn't good, but it's like not that bad.
Yeah, I think this
Dude,
team
I'm
is
telling you,
definitely...
Scarf Vivian is like actually a team on the ladder right now. Like it is.
Yeah, that's what I've been running.
Really good on the ladder.
So, I think I saw Sagen Park went like 7-0 with a Scarf of Vivian.
Was he doing the Mega Blast team or was it a different one?
Yeah, I think it was the Mega Blast one.
Yeah, that team's so cool.
Yeah.
I think
Mega
Blast
like... was Mega Titar. Who'd seen that somewhere?
Hey, wait a sec.
Maybe you guys can agree with me, but I feel like it's like a Cocoa Puffs draft.
It is a Cocoa Puff. Well, it's got his fucking. He loves Aegislash, man. Like.
Like I feel like Cocoa Puffs would love to have a draft like this. I don't know. I don't know how much he likes Sneasler, but like, it has like your like bulk. It has like your like damage dealers. You got your support. Like I feel like it's like everything that he's always like looking for in his drafts. But yeah, I think this team is gonna do like pretty good in its Pearl group. I guess you call it, what do you guys call it, the new generation with Chiong. We'll see what happens. Let's move on to the next team. Next team we got Major Mudkips.
If I had a nickel for every Archelodon Sableye combo in PDL this season, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Isn't this like a known core though? I thought this was a real ass thing that people really did not like.
Yeah, Arch Sableye's a real core right now.
I don't know what to think of this team, to be honest. I'm not sure.
It's I.
I think it's yeah. I don't know. I can't really say anything bad about this team. I just don't really. I feel it's kind of partner reliant, and there's no like easy
It's
breezy game.
very synergy reliant.
Yeah.
I think if you go against an opposing prankster team, it gets so bodied. Like if you're playing against Whimsicott just tears this team to pieces.
Yeah.
Zero ghost resists, big knock, especially in this format.
I guess
You
you just like
I
maybe
really
Archaldon, Mega Aerodactyl kind of lead kind of thing, and like have Dondozo, Tatsugiri in the back maybe? This is like the way you
I
play?
really like the dual mega. Like I think they cover each other well for what they want to do. Like if you're playing like bulky balance mode, you got Scoville for redirection. If you're playing like trying to play offense with this team, you've got Mega Arrow. But your speed tiers,
I'm just looking at
man.
them now. Yeah,
The speed tiers, and look at the special defense too. It's very frail on that side.
You got Quash. You don't need to worry about that.
You're just everything in 80 to 90.
Yeah. One thing
And
I'm kind of confused about this draft is what are the last two doing here?
they're best.
They're just there. Like you got Archaludon for your steal, and you got Mega Aerodactyl that just mogs
Okay.
Gliscor completely.
$5 the Lucario's here because you saw he had 3 rock weaknesses and only 1 resist.
Gotta make the type chart look good.
The
Sure.
Gliscor, I don't know about, but I guarantee you that's why the Lucario's here.
Probably the same thing you thought draft a ground type for electric immunity.
Yeah, maybe.
I think Major just likes Gliscor. I think he drafted it his first season, season 9. And I don't know if
He's a
he's
fun
drafted
guy.
it the other 2 seasons,
I
but I
think
think he
it's-
just likes it.
Honestly, a pretty good value Pokemon most seasons.
Especially with how lacking the ground types were this season.
Yeah.
I swear to God, did Sableye get Trick Room? Or am I like coping?
No.
No,
Sableye never got Trick Room. Actually, why does this team not have a Trick Room user? You're like
Yeah,
all
that's-
80
Yeah,
speed.
that's really sad.
Yeah, hold up, wait, just get rid of Gliscor and Lucario and get a Trick Room guy.
You
then
drop fucking
probably-
Lucario and pick up Porygon 2. You definitely don't have enough points for that, but like...
Yeah, it kind of sucks with the speed tiers. Like if you had Trick Room, I think like his options would have been not that bad. You know, you have a really fast Tailwind user to like try to play in some kind of like Tailwind team, and then you'd have like a Trick Room for like your bottom half of your team. But yeah, without someone to be able to set up Trick Room, I feel like it's a little bit rough because you kind of
If he drops Lucario and Gliscor, he has enough points for Porygon too. I think that's just an immediate upgrade.
Yeah. I'd have to see how bad it made his type chart, but yeah, I definitely see that being real.
Gives him a ghost immunity.
I see why Gliscor's here. It's a fighting resist.
I guess he's just going to do the classic what those teams do, just lead on those with Tatsugiri, or bring him in the back just to get as many kills as possible, and then let the rest of the team carry the weight after.
Yeah, I think because this is so synergy heavy, I think it ends up being really hard to play.
Yeah.
Like
If you're
one-
ever like don't have the right pair out on the field, you're not accomplishing much, and you have to pivot well to get that pair in, and then you're taking a bunch of damage, and it just makes things hard.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think I'm with Fortress. Even if it makes your type chart worse, I think you need to somehow, like, even if it's not Porygon, even a cheaper Tailwind user, I feel like you need to get a Trick Room user. You need to get like some kind of Trick Room user onto this team. Something. Any other
Yeah.
thoughts on this team? How well do you think it's gonna do in its group? Pearl group?
I think
He's in
with-
Pearl.
in Pearl.
He'll make
Yeah,
playoffs.
I feel he'll do well. I feel he can make playoffs. It's a relatively easy. I think after all that, just saying how hard it is, I think this will also just farm a lot of easy wins off Tatsugiri Dontozo.
My caveat with Pearl is I think this has to fight for the 4th spot. I think there are 3 teams in Pearl that are just way better than this, but we can get to that when we talk about
The
divisions.
groups, and yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to the next team. We got Cherem Coke 2.
Oh,
Coke 2. Sorry.
Jeremy.
Sure,
Elite
Cock.
rating. Elite rating. mate.
It's McFeeds draft 2. Let's
Yeah,
go.
literally.
Electric Boogaloo.
Another Mcfeeds based pill team.
I will say I had 0 input on the Rotom Wash. It just spawned in before I started messaging her. I don't know why it got second picked, but like it's honestly not bad on this.
I
team.
kind of like it, especially with Electric Types being so bad. What I don't
Okay.
like is I think the Staraptor Mamoswine combo is like kind of distracting.
So
Staraptor
Prevailing-
is my goat, man.
Yeah, I think it's good. I just don't think it's good as like your only like Tailwind guy. Like you want to use it to like attack.
prevailing wisdom with McFeed's draft reviews is when your type chart looks like poo, you get put at the bottom. However, I don't think that applies if you are playing hyper offense. And I think this is actually a hyper offense draft.
I don't even really
Yeah.
think it matters what Tailwind user you get on this team because I feel like she should just drop the Pokemon that makes her fast and just play full Trick Room. Maybe outside of the fact of like maybe she can play like in DDF Mega Alakazam Psy Spam in a fast
Yeah.
mode.
You're
Other than that, you
you're
don't give
sleep
two shits about
Want that
Tailwind.
You definitely
are-
want that Tailwind.
you are sleeping on in DDF Mega Sam plus Scarf Memo or Scarf Raptor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like if your opponent comes expecting Trick Room and then you send out a Scarf Mamoswine alongside a Mega Alakazam and Psychic Terrain, you are bodying some people.
I didn't think about scarfing the Mamoswine, but I don't think you should have both the Mamoswine and the Staraptor.
I mean, they're both usable in Trick Room.
Both Gen 4 Pokemon. Wait,
I mean-
Staraptor's not usable. in Trick Room.
Staraptor's
Oh,
100
hold
speed. What
on,
are we
hold
talking?
on.
Whoa, are we gonna let him say that, guys? Like what?
Well, I think you can run 100 speed Pokemon in Trick Room. Not if
I
you're
think
playing
you
against
can, I
another
don't
Trick
think
Room
they're gonna be
draft,
good.
but
I mean, Staraptor
I-
can do a
I-
lot of things for the team. Like Intimidate's nice. I mean, I've been known to also like more run Reckless and like run these like very very heavy choice band offensive sets. So I feel
yeah,
like in DDF,
Scarf Reckless, really, really good.
in DDF, follow me with choice bands that are after Reckless, and you get to let that thing like get 2 or 3 hits in. It's gonna like start nuking things. Like people underestimate how much damage you can do with Reckless choice band.
I do think this is going to be pretty skill testing for Chelsea. I think she played a very good balance draft last season, and you cannot play this like a balance draft because while you have like bulky stats on Pokemon, like your like average defense and average special defense are pretty solid. Your typings make it hard for you to eat hits.
I gotta mention about the
I
typing
feel
things
like-
here.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are the 2 most common types that are just smashing people right now in the current reg? And it's fucking Rock and Fairy, and both there's just no resistance, man. And I feel like you can just get bodied by it if like anyone has a strong either Rock
Doesn't
type or
Oh,
the
Fairy
Mega
type.
Guard
Mega
team-
Floette absolutely shits on this team.
Mega Floette
Mega
nukes it.
Guard.
Tyranitar kind of also fucks it. I mean, I guess you got like maybe the 2 fighters to hope, but there's probably also an Excadrill with that. It seems kind of tough.
You make one mistake with this team, you don't get your Trick Room up properly, or like your like kind of cheese choice scarf fast mode that like doesn't work. Turn 1, I think this team is just falling to the ground.
Yeah,
Like I think this
Yeah.
team is gonna be made or break by its turn 1 and what it can do turn 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think it's gonna have at least 5 weeks where it just has enough power to overwhelm.
No, don't get me wrong, it can, but
every
if
person in
somebody
the group.
like guesses correctly and like stops the Trick Room incoming or stops this like scarf shenanigans and it's like playing Tailwind for some reason, like I don't know. I just feel like this team needs to play with tempo. If it doesn't have tempo, it's just gonna get deleted by like how many weaknesses it has on this type chart.
Also, hey Fortress, pop quiz
Yep.
time. What
Yeah.
types does High Spam hate?
It's Dark and Steel.
And what does this team have to check Dark and Steel? Oh, we've got
No.
2 fighting types, a fairy type, and a
Yep.
ground type.
No, I think this is good. I'm a little biased here. This is my number 1 draft. I love this draft quite a bit. I was hoping the Ndidi guy on the other day draft a little bit, and that draft kind of got away from us a little bit, but it was a similar thing with the Ndidi and the Hatterene, the Tauros, and the dual mega shit with Trick Room and just a regular mega for it. So I think this is really, really good. I just don't like two of the picks.
I think you just have to play it hyper offense and
Call it a day.
yeah, call it a day.
Yeah. I do think though this team is like good enough and it's probably going to make top 4 for sure. It's gonna go into playoffs. All right, moving on to you got one thing.
I was gonna say, I think Chelsea is a good player, but I'm not sure if I'd say the draft alone would confirm that. But I might be just biased.
Come from like a top 4.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, let's move on to the next draft. We got the Ek drills. Eka drills.
It's really funny how he started with just like a solid Trick Room team, Incineroar, Primarina, Farigiraf, Scizor, Tyranitar, and then he was like, "Oh shit, I don't want to do full Trick Room," and just picked like 3 random guys.
He's
I think
base,
Venusaur
bro.
is great in Trick Room.
I don't think his team like at first I didn't like the team, but I don't think the team is as bad because like yeah, the speed tiers maybe could have been a little bit better, but like you can like if people are trying to like outpace you, you can just go Trick Room with like your slower Pokemon. Primarina is like pretty good in Trick Room. And your team is like pretty bulky enough where like maybe you don't have to play in Tailwind and you can just like eat hits with like screens or just like do the natural bulk and just keep hitting with Hyper Voice or Scissors, Bullet Punches, Tyranitar, Mega Venusaur. I don't think it's the best team, but I don't think it's the worst team either. I think it's not bad.
I think this team is very analogous to the Mega Charizard White team, where you just have like a bunch of good balanced Pokemon, and while this is like better air quote speed control thanks to Fake Out from Incineroar and Farigiraf Trick Room, I think overall it's worse than that one. Like they're very similar, very close, but I would put this just like slightly below that one.
I like this draft a fair bit. I mean, it's kind of annoying your Excadrill is forced to be the Mega, but
Well, he's also gone.
what? Oh, he dropped Excadrill?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I want to preface that my ratings were before this happened. I don't know why he would drop that, but you do you. One thing I'm also
that Mega
noticing
Gallade.
is I like Mega Gallade too, but like the Excadrill's so hype. That your flying resist or your ground immunity and only resist to it is an Amalga.
Molga, yeah.
I feel maybe a better. I don't know. Is there maybe this was the angle for Mega Pidgeot?
I think this is a good mix of like every Pokemon on this team, with maybe the exception of Amolga, is a good Pokemon. There's just little to no cohesion.
I think it's just balance. I think it's just standard balance. You got good balance, guys. You got Mr. VGC. You got your speed control goat. You got bulky water because you need it. Setup sweeper, big physical attacker that sets up your weather, and then, well, you had a giant Excadrill, but now you have a giant Gallade. It's making me so sad that he dropped the Excadrill. It's in the team name, man.
I mean, I think Gallade's not bad here. It helps fix your rock weakness. It helps fix your fighting like problem.
Yeah.
It gives you a better speed stat to use on a outside of Trick Room mode.
One less weakness to ground.
Yeah. One less weakness to water. Like I think while the like Sand Rush itemless Excadrill is pretty cute, I don't know. I don't know if it's it. How many points is Houndstone? Would you drop something to fit a Houndstone
It's like
on
9
this
or
team?
10. You'd have to drop like Venusaur.
I like the Venusaur too much. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
9.
I think it's 9. Let me check.
It's 9.
Okay, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really like the first 3 pick. I think Incineroar, Primarina, Farigiraf is a very, very good core.
Mhm.
But then it's just like, I think it falls off the rails a little bit after that.
Yeah. The two not Kalos, the two Alolan starters into Farigiraf. It's not bad.
How sold are we about Farigiraf on this team?
I think
I
you need
like
for,
it.
I
It's your
think you
speed
need
control.
Choreograph because it's your speed control. It's like your primary speed control.
Okay. I was just thinking you could drop for Rigoraf, Emolga, pick up Houndstone in a different Trick Room setter. But I
Yeah, I
think
mean-
that's probably a downgrade.
Yeah.
Because it stops
Definitely
this
a
thing. It
downgrade,
stops
yeah.
the enemy from using a lot of priority moves onto this team, right? Which is really
I
nice.
think this team gets kind of susceptible to priority too.
And then like you just get a really nice Pokemon that can do Trick Room, but it could also be offensive too, right? Tanky. I do think the main idea kind of here is probably get Primarina in a really good spot, get T-Tar in a really good spot on the Trick Room, and start nuking things. Just spam
Yeah.
Hyper Voice, spam Bullet Punch, and what is it? What's the bug move choice of Scissor nowadays? Bug Bite for
Yeah.
Technician.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you just do that, and hopefully the other Pokemon around it can support it. How fast is Mega Gallade again? So what is it, like
110.
110?
That's good speed stat.
It's good speed up for the team. But I don't know, I feel like Mega Gallade kind of just gets left out in the desert here, no? Like, because it doesn't really, like, I guess you can play it with, like, Incineroar or Fake Out, but, like, how can you really support this Mega Gallade? Because, like, it's so, like, it's, like, 110, so it's, like, decently fast, but, like, if it's, like, getting outpaced by other teams, like, how can you use it, like, effectively on this team?
And
You
like,
just
there's
run
no
this as
redirection.
balanced. You don't really care about the speed.
Fair enough. Alright, well, I'm not sure how this team will do. I initially really liked the first three, but it has some weaknesses. But once again, I don't think it's the worst team. I don't think it's the best team. So we'll see what happens. Let's move on to the next team. Next team, we got Mr.
Brother.
Chris himself.
I can't believe Chris gets Annihilate and King Gambit.
Yeah, this draft sucks. I hate this guy.
Me and Chris last week were talking about like he was struggling on like figuring out what he would actually get back on the way back for him on his draft, and we're talking about how like yeah you're probably not gonna get Annihilate ever on the way back. You're probably never getting King Gambit on the way back. Maybe you might have a chance to get Amoonguss. You can build like a balanced mode with Amoonguss. So like he was kind of playing with other round like with other Pokemon, and then like as the draft was going and we're like 5-6 picks away from him, I just had like 100 DMs from like Chris saying, "Oh my God, it's about to happen. Daily Eagle's about to happen." He gets Annihilate, and then like he's getting another mini heart attack because on the way back he's getting King Gambit. Like I felt like he had the same reaction as I did yesterday when I was like, "Oh my God, well not really much with Garchomp, but like I actually got Mega Guard on the way back," kind of thing.
I am very happy he was punished for the sin of greed by going Mega Drampa instead of getting his Tailwind guy in that
True.
slot.
Oh yeah, he got sniped on his flesh in there.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, I think this draft could use a better Tailwind setter than Golbat. Like
What do you
he was
mean?
trying to get
Mega-
Fletch Finder.
He's right there. Mega Drampa learns Tailwind.
Oh, true. Because I had a draft that was similar to this plan, where it was Mega Manectric, and then I had a Mega Camerupt instead of a Mega Drampa. But I guess that's kind of the point. Like, you could have, like, there's a bunch of slow Megas out there that all do close to the same thing. Basically.
I low-key hate that I have to rate this draft as highly as I do. Like, not just because it's Chris, but, like, it works really well, but it bugs me so much that your core 3 Pokemon on your Trick Room mode of Annihilate, like King Gambit and Mega Drampa, have the worst typing overlap defensively possible. It's like Psychic types can hit your Redirector and your Annihilate super effectively. Fighting types can hit your King Gambit and your Mega Drampa super effectively. Fairy types can hit your Annihilate and your Mega Drampa super
great.
effectively. Ice types can hit Amoonguss and Mega Drampa. Like, there's so much like defensive shit overlaps on this team that it pisses me off because it still works.
I think outside of his defensive like his defensive typings plus his lack of like maybe like not a very good tailwind setter, I don't think it even matters because the team has so many shooters and like one of the best redirection Pokemon in the game, right? Where I feel like it's not gonna matter. He's either gonna play in Trick Room, or if he's not playing in Trick Room, he's just gonna play Redirect Amoonguss, and he's just gonna kill you because his team is just more bulkier than your team probably.
I think his fast mode's a little fake.
His fast mode is definitely fake.
Especially
Yeah.
because he dropped Delphox.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Lopunny,
The
no?
other
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Lopunny. It's first by Persia, but I think Persian's pretty good for this team.
the other problem that I have is your Trick Room setter is Slowking, which Oblivious makes you immune to taunt, which is nice.
Yeah, and then
But
you can
like,
covert.
it's not the best Trick Room setter, you
Well,
know?
you have to understand, Mcfeeds, when your first 3 picks are Annihilate, King Gambit, Amoonguss, you're kind of running low on points.
Yeah, but like, what if we just said, fuck the Mega Manetric, fuck the Delphox, fuck the Crobat, we just slap a Porygon 2 or something in there, like we, somehow finagle an Eranguru,
What makes
and then we
you
just
not
run the
want
6
Slowking?
Pokemon draft.
What makes you not want to have Slowking as a Trick Room setter?
It's fine, there's just better Trick Room setters, like that's it. I'm not
Well,
like, oh my
I
god,
think
Slowking sucks.
I
What
think
makes
it's
you want to
part
drop
of
the Golbat and not have a ground resist?
Yeah.
You know, good point.
I feel like Slowking is like holding a couple of things here. Like you get your bulky water type on this team, which I feel like is really good still. You get Trick Room out of it. It can be a support. It can also like I guess like not the best offensively, but it can provide some damage in Trick
Oh,
Room. I feel
it
like
gets insane coverage. Like Slowking's coverage, I'm pretty sure it gets T-Bolt, Ice Beam, and Fire
Fire
Blast.
Blast.
Yeah.
I just feel like
Gem 1 special, it gets all those
it just
slow movement.
covers like a lot of things that you would like want this team. Because if you lose to Slowking, you do the picks that you said that like now you don't have like a water type anymore on the team. And I feel like every team should just have a water type.
Yeah.
As bulky
I
one
think this
at
draft
that.
can also do the thing that we talked about with just Slowking setting up screens and just playing behind screens, because the bulk's pretty good.
Yep. And then like you got Mega Manectric as like I guess like another option as your. I feel like the Mega Manectric is gonna be more of its like speed control option than Golbat. I think Golbat's just kind of fake as a Tailwind user. At 90
Yeah.
speed, it's not good enough. I would almost like tell Chris like he probably should just drop it for a different flying type. Like I don't know what you drop it for, like what's even available, but if you need a flying type for like your ground resist, you just pick up a different flying type.
You know what's really funny? You can just stick a Mega Aggron in front of this team. Especially with the Delphox gone.
How much
He'll
HP
die
does
eventually.
how much HP does Mega Aggron have?
Oh, are you
You're not
gonna final gambit it with Annihilate?
I don't know, maybe.
He's outstalling the wall. No,
That's a good point. How much does
it definitely has, but it's all defense.
What is it, 150?
Oh, it's only 70 HP. Yeah, it just
Yeah.
dies to never
Yeah, I think
mind. I
that's
take
worth
it
it.
back.
It's not taking that. The wall.
And then I guess they got Mega Manectric for like fast like eerie impulses that deal with the special attackers for this team, which is really nice as well. Electro webs. I don't know if it gets fake tears, but like that'd be like kind of nice as well for Mega
I think
Drampa.
it does.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like almost never he's gonna like what's called like run his fast mode. I think you just run a slow mode no matter what. And even if you can't get Trick Room up, the team is bulky enough where it just lives hits and it's gonna just kill you. You have to get through Amoonguss, you have to get through Annihilating King Gambit's bulk. It's too good of a draft in my opinion.
Oh,
Even
something
despite
else.
the
Something else
void
that's
misses.
really funny here. If you are not killing Mega Drampa in one hit, like cleanly, you have a Pollen Puff Amoonguss and a Heal Pulse Slowking to put
Yeah.
next to it.
Yeah, that's very sick.
And
No,
you
this
can
is
get
insane.
a lot of Berserk value on this team.
Yeah, the team was just already like in my opinion so good when it got the first 3 picks, and then when he got I feel like Mega Drampa, that's when it like kind of secured to me is like okay, yeah, like this is just like one of the best drafts this season for sure.
I will say, has a field day with this team.
What's up?
Mega Floette.
Does it? I guess
Does
so
it?
because
Yeah.
King Gambit just like I forgot because like on the ladder every time I'm playing a Mega Flow and there's a King Gambit on the team, I'm not really scared because like if I go first, like the thing just kind of dies to a Moonblast +1 because it's neutral, not resisted.
Yeah. It does get AV, which will help the matchup more, but
Fair enough. But he has a Moongus too, though. No, like
Yeah.
what the fuck is Amoonguss doing to Floette aside from sleeping it?
Redirecting it.
Just
redirecting.
redirecting it, and then I takes an Iron
I guess.
I guess you can Dazzling Gleam too, but it's a little bit weaker if it's AV King Gambit. So.
Thank God my one coverage move on Floette is Psychic. Get fucked, Amoonguss.
Fell over.
But yeah, I think.
But yeah, no, draft really good.
I'm gonna give the thing that Chris did to me last season. If he doesn't top his group with this draft, he's a fraud and should be shot in the street
Bro.
for next season.
Hold on, checking groups.
He's in the Pearl group.
He's in Pearl. He needs to
Oh,
top
he's
it.
not in the same group as Rory. Yeah, agreed.
You should just top this group. For sure.
Yep, agreed.
Alright, let's move on to the next one. San Sereno Sandals. This team I feel like is so... It has the pieces. I just don't know what Pelipper is doing here at the end. I just don't know why it's here.
I think Pelipper might be the one Pokemon that actively hinders this draft.
I agree.
Because you're fucking over your Typhlosion. Nothing really, and you're kind of already weak to water, so you now have to bring your water resist outside of like Salamence, who just gets beamed by an ice beam, as the stupid fucking Pelipper that buffs the water damage.
Also, your type chart is so rough here. We have
Yeah.
0 electric resists,
Just-
0 flying resists.
Just take Pelipper out back, replace it with like 3 different moms because it's 17 points, and this draft is pretty good, and it's the year of San Sereno.
Because like the pieces,
I'm-
the positives of this team that I really like is you have like so many, like they have different modes to play with this team, which is really nice. That's why I love this Meowstic Pokemon. You got Side
Do
Slam,
you
Max
have
Guard-
different modes to play with this team? You're all 100 speed. Y'all said that doesn't work for Trick Room, so this can't be a Trick Room team.
Well, I was more saying like you have like maybe like I should say mini modes maybe. Like I was gonna say like you have Side Spam options with Mega Gardevoir / like you don't even have to play Side Spam. You can just play fake tiers Mega Gardevoir with Hyper Voice, which is just like very nasty, right? Like a lot of special
Nuke
attack.
something. Yeah.
I was gonna say also like you got like Meowstic plus Typhlosion Hisui, the mini Sun mode where you can go Sunny Day plus Choice Scarf Eruption, which can also just nuke things, right? And then have Mega Gardevoir in the back to clean up with the Hyper Voice. And I feel like you could run like a small Trick Room team with like Snorlax. Maybe like you don't have that many Trick Room options, but like if you can somehow like get Trick Room up for Snorlax with Belly Drum, I feel like that's like a small thing you could get. But maybe it's like stretching, maybe too many moving pieces on that part.
I don't know, man. I think this team's just way too physically frail. It has way too poor speed control, and its type chart is abysmal.
I'm telling you, drop that Pelipper. There's bound to be 3 bonds that can save this
Yes.
team.
I think
refuse-
I'd realistically compress it to 2, but yeah.
I think 3 things. Y'all blanking on the shitters, man. There's some good
like
shitters
two like decent things, and then just like 1 throwaway with like points left over, like a 2
to
or a
like
3-pointer.
help the typings though.
But yeah, I think you drop Pelipper, you pick up 2-3 things. I think this draft can be saved. I think you have you only have like really like those those 2 modes that I listed, like the Typhlosion Guard like mode kind of, but you get 2 other Pokemon. I think you can save this draft. I think it
I
has
just think
the
this draft
potential.
has such a load-bearing Meowstic, it's disgusting.
Load
He's
bearing
the-
Meowstic.
Outside of Meowstic, you just have like 4 to 5 guys who are decent attackers and need to be set up properly, and nothing to set them up aside from the Meowstic.
Also, it's really important when using this team that you make sure the Meowstic is Prankster.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
mention that.
He's in the Diamond group or Pearl group.
He's in Pearl group.
He's in
so
Pearl
I think
group.
this, depending on the
mean-
changes he make, this could be a playoff worthy draft. I'm not sure.
So with the other
I
drafts
believe
too,
in
they're
the
already
I do
drafted.
believe in the year of the San Sereno, but I don't know. This draft isn't giving me that much hope.
It's definitely going to require a lot of like what's it called, like a lot of like maneuvering and like very good piloting in this like in the battles.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen him use the Snore. He commits a couple war crimes with the Snorlax guy last season, and he got Fairy type and a Ground type. Surely it can't be that bad. That's all you need in life. But please get rid of that fucking Pelipper, man. I hate that thing so much.
Me too. It really just ruins the team.
Do you think week 1 he's gonna forget and run Intimidate, Crocodile, and Salamence into Chris and just like lose in 3 moves?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm messaging him right now. Do not intimidate into Chris.
Alright, let's move on to the next draft. We got this team. Oh yeah, the Chiang Whimsicott Mega Gengar. I feel like this one has a lot of mixed
Alright.
opinions on this
I'm
team.
gonna let y'all talk your shit first, and then I'm gonna talk my shit on this.
I really did not like it right when draft ended, but then when I sat down to like do the rankings, I kind of liked it a little bit more. I think Mega for Alligator is really fucking good here.
I don't know if like
Okay.
Cheon got influenced by Chelsea in that one battle doing the Flapple like gravity shenanigans, but I feel like it's so like unnecessary with this team. I feel like it's just like another moving piece that you just don't need. I'm not really a fan of like him drafting Guardy as well. I don't know what Gardevoir is really
Thunder.
doing here.
Can you do me a favor and get rid of the Squofit and the Azumarill so I can see its stats actually?
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is a slide. What am I doing? Never
I mean,
mind.
it's a
I'll
slide.
do it.
I
I'll
can
do it.
move-
I'll do it myself.
I can move
Edit
it.
the PDF.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Flip
bad. My bad.
Um, but yeah, I don't know what
I-
Guardy's doing here at all, to be honest. And I don't think he needed to draft Azumarill just to have another Parasong user, because I think Mega Gengar on its own can already threaten Parasong like good enough, like Parastrap.
I don't know, man. I fucking hate that we have Corviknight with Whimsicott. Why do we have the two best Tailwind setters in the format on the same
He's
team?
horseshoeing.
Oh,
He
whoa,
really
whoa,
is.
Let's not glaze Corviknight that much.
I just feel
Two
like okay,
best Tailwind
I get
setters?
that like he said like oh like it's insane that Mega Gengar came back to me, and like yes Whimsicott and Mega Gengar can like work pretty well, but I feel like Whimsicott's a little bit wasted on this draft.
I high key think he drops Whimsicott.
Nah.
Just drop a war in the
I
fucking
mean, like the only
Metroport.
thing I could see, like what's it called, like that's really good combo is like the fake tiers, like Mega Gengar. Like you're just gonna like absolutely just destroy things. But that's like if like you don't get destroyed first, right?
I don't know, man.
And I feel
just
like he just
think
has a bunch of random Pokemon too. Like I said, the Gardevoir, I feel like it's just random. I feel like the Flapple is just random. I feel like Mega.
I need the
Feraligatr-
Marowak to get a kill this year.
I feel like
Oh,
the
this
Mega
season it would be
Feraligatr.
so
It
fun.
will.
I feel like the Mega Feraligatr is also just random because I feel like when are you just never not just bringing Mega Gengar every
I
week?
think everything but Mega Gengar, Azumarill, and Corviknight just doesn't belong on this team. I could see the argument for keeping Whimsy over Corviknight, but you know, Chong even said it himself. This is a load-bearing Corviknight with how well it fixes his
The
type chart.
charts, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Thunder, you don't
Uh,
think there's any value in priority Tailwind Mega for Alligator? I think it's pretty good.
I'm
I don't think
I
you're
also
bringing it
think
over
it's
Mega
but,
Gengar,
like,
though.
Are you?
But
Yeah.
you want to hear something really funny, Cobb? What type checks both Mega Feraligatr and Mega Gengar? Steel types.
Oh.
And that's why we have Marowak,
Yeah.
idiot.
True. How could I forget?
Alright, I'm gonna talk my shit on
Talk
this
your
because
shit.
I actually think this draft is really good. I know, controversial take, but I think Whimsicott Gengar are really just PTSD from when Koopa had Marshadow Whimsicott. That just having this disgusting fast ghost type next to Whimsicott is really fucking scary. And this comboed with the fact that it's now a Shadow Tag Gengar that if you ever try to face check it, it now encores you into some bullshit. I feel it's just off like some of the strength in this draft, even if it's not the best synergy, it's gonna win because of these two just being so fucking good together. I don't know why Mcfeeds wants to drop Whimsicott. I think it allows Gengar to outspeed any wannabe Scarfer that would try to challenge it, and since this thing is already just such a disgustingly strong Pokemon, I think it is just going to go absolutely insane. These two, if Chung is capable of piloting it and doesn't just bring Perish Trap every week. I think Marowak and Azumarill also have a lot of value as sort of slow but big damage Tailwinds goobs. Like, Tailwind will allow these two to outspeed a lot of stuff, and they are very fucking scary if they can actually hit shit. And yeah, Corviknight to beam your little intimidates back at you, guard for general trick room insurance. Blaziken is just big fighting damage to deal with the two things the basically everything else on this team lacks with the evil ass fucking steel types. For Alligator, I don't know what's it. I'll be honest, I think he needs to drop this for Alligator, but everything else I really like. And the typings don't look half bad either. Outside, like, you know, the flying. But we're just not going to mention flying. It's not a real type.
He doesn't have a ghost resist. His two ghost
Oh, right.
immunities are his mascot Pokemon.
Fucking Christ. Okay, just let him bring the Scovet. You can drop both those two for a 2-point normal type and you'll be fine. But like,
Two
that's
cannon.
the thing. What possible ghost type is going to be a problem for a Gengar that can outspeed anything with a Scarf? And nothing with Shadow Sneak really kills it unless you're running like Band Aegislash, which
Oh, well, thank God I have one of those.
god damn. But yeah, I think this team is really good.
I mean, like,
Mainly
I mean, like, don't
two,
you think
but-
Chris is gonna mock
I
this
do-
team with like redirection, rage powder from Mungus, and then just click a ghost move from Annihilate?
Well, I think Chris's draft mogs like basically a lot of these drafts we've seen.
I do agree with you that Whimsy Mega Gengar is a disgusting combo, but I think if he just wants to lean into the Perish Trap mode, Corvi helps set it up better. And
I
like,
don't think he should be leaning into this
Yeah.
Perish Trap mode, but of course it's Chiang.
I also don't really think the difference of Prankster Tailwind versus clicking Protect and clicking Tailwind is horrible, or having Mega Gengar in the back and switching in is that horrible. Because Corvi also lets you click Sludge Wave.
Yeah, that's another good thing. But still, you can always switch it in, man. It's your Shadow tag.
I think you should drop Mega for Alligator for a Dark type. Team desperately needs a Dark type.
That would be
I think
nice.
the biggest thing this team needs is a fucking fake out mon, so that your Whimsicott Encore with Gengar bullshit just becomes that much harder to play around.
Yo, is Weavile still up? Weavile would be fire.
Yeah,
Weavile
Weavile
would
got
be
dropped.
fucking nasty here.
It was dropped?
I think it was
No,
dropped.
that
Yeah,
was on the other day.
Oh, it's the other day.
Okay.
Does anyone have it though?
I don't know. I don't really.
I mean,
This is
Corviknight's 15 points. You could just get rid of Corviknight and then like Frapple.
Yeah.
Can't.
I would
That
not
thing
get rid of this
just- that
Corviknight.
thing
That's
just
a
holds
load
too
bearing
many
Corviknight.
type charges.
Yeah, I would drop the Gator in the Flapple.
Yeah.
You don't need.
I would
two
even
dragon
consider
types.
dropping Marowak for, you know, I've said it 3 times already,
Diggersby.
but Diggersby.
You love Diggersby,
yeah, I
man.
think
Dude,
it's-
it's Ghost Immunity.
We give him a Ghost immunity that's not
yeah,
Scovit.
It's literally just Marowak with a Ghost Immunity.
I
That's
guess another
it.
thing that we didn't see is you mentioned Sludge Wave on the Corviknight, but like he can also do that, I guess, alongside the Gardevoir with telepathy.
Oh, Weavile's up, by the way. He can't
You can
draft
just
it.
take Weavile. Xiong, get on that.
But I don't know. I feel like he kind of got into that trap where like everyone kind of gets into this kind of trap where like they have a plan, they're gonna draft Whimsicott, whatever, and then like a Pokemon came back to them that shouldn't have came back to them, and then like they tried to cook, but they couldn't cook it. This is just the way I see.
And then a Mega Floette falls into your lap, and you panic, and then Rory ends up with your perfect draft on the other day.
Yeah. All right. And he's in the easier group, no, the Pearl group. So
Yes.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe this is Chung's time to shine. He's got his Perish Trap.
Nope. Year
shenanigans back.
Sansorino.
All right, let's move on. I think this is the last team, I believe, and we got Big Booty Bronzongs with the Mega Frost last Excalibur Snow team. Pretty cool.
I really like this team.
Yeah, it's a good team.
I didn't like it right when the draft ended, but then I looked at it and I was like, man, wait, this is kind of fire. And then right after draft, I ran Mox versus it, and this Mega Victory Bell hits like a truck.
Don't fucking sleep on Mega Victory Bell, man. That's a bingo pointer if I've ever seen it.
My two like big issues with this draft are your type chart has 2 really big holes, 3 kind of, with your only ghost resist being Persian Alola. And you are so soft to Trick Room, it's
Yeah.
pretty bad. That being said, if you're playing fast mode versus fast mode, like, you've got Priority Tailwind, you've got Aurora Veil, you've got like great Pokemon behind Aurora Veil and Baxcalibur and Palafin. Like, you have great Pokemon to abuse Tailwind with Mega Frostlass and Typhlosion. Like, double Fake Out. Mega Victory Bell is just a catch-all, you know, throw a grenade on it. Like, I like this team a lot. I don't think it hits like Water Chris levels, but I think it's just like right below that for me.
I'd agree.
Let's not glaze Chris now.
I
Just a
Yeah, it
little better
pains
than
me.
Chris.
It pains
You got
me.
enough blazing for the year.
think a lot of teams have like a mom where you look at it and you're like, man, why is this guy like here? And I don't think this team has one of them. Every like dude
I mean,
here has
kind
like
of Berserker, but like he's a steel type. I get Berserker.
He's a
I
steel
feel
type
like-
with fake out. Like that's fine for
It's still
me.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
I
has
feel
some
you
neat
don't
things.
need the fake out. I feel there's got to be a better steel type you could have got.
I'm usually a big Palafin hater. I think Palafin's pretty bad in drafts as a whole, but because you have Aurora Veil to make positioning it easier, so you're not losing like a full Pokemon just to swap the Palafin out. It really helps. Plus, you have like good redirection with Clefable, and like you have stuff that cares about regaining momentum. Like you can Palafin into one of your fake out users.
Yep.
Yeah, wait.
Surely this Baxcalibur Mega Frostdust combo is gonna take some Pokemon's lives this season.
I mean, yeah, the Baxcalibur Mon is almost impossible to kill in snow behind Aurora Veil.
Can't burn it either. No fire moves.
It does take fire damage.
It just can't
It
be
still
burnt,
gets the
right?
attack boost, but it just can't be burned.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's
what
like
if you drop
right
this
up there.
Berserker for a Steelix? A big old Steelix.
Is that gonna
be
mess up a
fine.
lot of your charts?
Also, this team is not that bulky now that I'm looking at it. I think
Yeah, but
you might
Aurora
be-
Veil's gonna mitigate a lot of that.
I'll say, I
Yeah.
think you might be very reliant on Aurora Veil.
I feel this team has a lot of high HP mons as well.
Does it? It's just
Not
Palafin.
really.
Oh, Palafin and
Well,
Bax.
Palafin backs. Clefable kinda. I don't know.
Kinda.
It's.
I still think this team's good.
I
It's
think
got good speed. It's got good like disruption tools. I think it will do well.
This is the working man's team. It's very honest in that sense.
Just going to your
It
9 to
clocks
5,
in an honest
clock
9 to
in, clock
5.
out.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a pretty successful team this season. I think just alone with the Mega Frostdust Baxcalibur combo with Aurora Veil and then like getting the Palafin Typhlosion Clefable in later too. So it's gonna be nice. It has a lot of nice like tricks it can pull out.
Mhm.
All right, so that's the last team. So now draft rankings. Surprise, surprise. I have Chris first place, but two of you have Water Whoopers and one of you have Chelsea.
Yeah, I
think
think
we
there's
kinda-
no world where it's not water whoopers. I don't know what y'all doing, but I think water is the number one by far. I think
I
this team would,
100% agree. I don't think it's close.
Yeah. I think anyone would be happy to have water's draft.
I
In my
literally
defense,
told
Thunder
Chris
told me,
Paul-
"Hey, want to be on the podcast?" like 40 minutes before, so I did all my rankings like really, really fast. So I could see
Don't worry,
myself
he
switching
did
it.
the same thing to me, but I got an extra 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think I told Chris this afternoon when I was doing my rankings. It pains me to put him second because I don't think his draft is that good in like the
don't know.
grand scheme of like PDL history. But it's like
I think that Chris's team can rival Water's team. Like I don't know. I think it has so many things on his team. I get that its Tailwind mode might not be very good and its Fast mode is very, very fake. I can agree with that. But I just feel like with the shooters that he has on that team, it's just so much going for that team. I feel.
I just worry about it defensively. That's my
Fake
problem with
ground
Chris's team.
resist. Golbat's not a real ground resist. I'm coming for you, Chris.
But yeah, I do agree with you. Definitely, like the Water Chris teams are number 1 and 2, and I don't think any team comes near them.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Yeah,
you
and
have
then my
Chiang
step down
third.
from that. My step down from that is Big Booty Bronzongs. I think he's like if Water and Chris are S tier, he's like A minus.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm right there with you. But again, what's with this chunk? Third place.
Yeah, I told you I like the Chiang draft. I think it's gonna win. I think if he makes just a minute amount of changes, this draft is gonna be like really good. And I feel people are underrating the hell out of it. And I think come time when you're fucking looking down the barrel of a Mega Gengar shotgun and it doesn't click Perish Song, I feel you're gonna regret not giving it more credit.
Thank God I've got Aegislash.
Thank God he has Aegis Slash. Oh yeah. What happens when the Whimsicott clicks Prankster Disable, huh?
my H/ can collect benefits from the government.
I know for me, the Splash Squad was kind of like my line, where if you're there or above, I like your draft a bit, and then below that, it has like some issues, but I still like it somewhat. And then like below Easton, it's where it's I think this is a bad draft.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in the same boat with you on that. I have both my hyper offense teams next. I
Yeah.
think they're just gonna be able to take wins off of people. I think have a hot take we'll get to on the last slide, but I think it really starts to fall off after Big Booty Bronzongs.
I agree. A lot of the teams just kind of
Yeah.
like are in the same kind of tier of like strength level, like power level, cohesion level.
Yeah, I think after my thing of the Chris team, all the drafts are a step down.
We're like looking at this, we're all like pretty in line. It's like 1 or 2 spots different on every team.
Yeah.
Until you get to like 8. Once you get to 8, it's like I've got Philly Fan Bees, Gamek's got Major Mudkip, Fortress has Strict. But like
Strict.
our top 7 are all pretty standard aside from the Chong.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna go to the next page?
Let's go to the next page. Yeah,
Oh.
we kind of almost all agreed that Sage draft is pretty bad.
Wait, you had Strict last, Gamek?
I told you I do not like his draft at all.
I
not
didn't
be
like
that
it
bad.
either, but I don't think it's last.
Okay, for the record, let me explain. I had Sages up there before. Basically, just at the start of this video was when I found out that Holucha doesn't get Tailwind.
Oh, does have
anymore.
Tailwind? Okay.
But even still, I don't think it's as bad as Strix or some of the lower ones.
I will caveat, I think I have Easton higher than I really should have him.
Because it's Easton.
Because it's
Hey,
Easton.
we all have Easton in
Okay,
the same
the
spot.
thing
kinda.
the thing is though, the thing with Easton drafts, he always makes sure he has like
Yeah,
the
there's-
stuff that you need for a draft. Like
There's something that I'm not seeing. Is like how I feel that. It's like sometimes you throw stuff on a draft, I'm like, these are useless. And then they're not useless, you know?
yeah.
I feel like you guys underestimate a little bit of San Sereno Sandals. I think you guys have them a little bit lower.
You're
Yeah,
just a
I'm not
Mega
moving that
Gardevoir
till he gets that
fanboy.
fucking Pelipper out of here,
When that-
bro.
Depending,
He gets rid of
depending
that
what happens-
Pelipper for some glue, it can go up to fucking 9. But
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it can move up like 5 spots depending on the changes he makes.
I guess one
Yeah.
big notice here too is like Gamma has Chelsea like way down versus like we all had Chelsea a little bit further up. I'm assuming the type chart does not do it for you.
I cannot. I think that being weak to probably the 2 most common types, especially for like spread
Okay,
moves and
There's
shit. That
no
can just
way
beam
we're
you.
saying rock is the most common type in the format.
Yeah, the fucking Aerodactyl, man. Have you played this shit? I see an Aerodactyl every 2 seconds clicking that stupid chud rock slide, man. It makes me want to blow my brain. It's I don't know.
Sage above Chelsea and Easton and even Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yankees.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd probably switch. I'd probably move Chelsea Easton up 1 and move Sage there. Now that I know Lucha doesn't get Tailwind anymore.
Yeah, and then we also have Fireman up pretty low down too. Maybe with his changes, he goes up a little bit.
I don't know. He
But
dropped Kangaskhan. That mon's so good.
Yeah.
yeah, but unfortunately, he desperately needed a special attacker, like desperately.
Yeah,
True.
but he could have dropped the fucking stupid cow.
I guess so. He could have. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this time around, like I've been on a couple draft reviews. I think Gamagate and Mcfeeds obviously have also been a couple draft reviews. Not sure how many you've been on Fortress. This is your first time?
I think I
Second
did
time?
one with Chris, I think. Maybe
Okay.
not.
I
Can't
feel
remember.
like
You're on
this
a Chris one.
season is a little bit different from other seasons when ranking these drafts. I feel like you just have like those top teams, and every other team just is kind of like in the same boat.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
like Major Mudkips and Eason are not so far away from like some of these like 8 and 7 teams. You know?
Yeah. Mhm.
Like
I think I would put basically everybody below Big Booty Bronzongs in C tier.
That's note that Mcfeeds has Big Booty Bronzongs as his third highest team.
Yeah, I think like Cherem Coke, Ardoin, Splash Squad, like mid B, everybody else in C until you get down to like Sage.
Yeah. You think Sage can salvage his draft and like get a
No.
little bit better?
No.
Not possible?
Bluntly, no. Start prepping for season 13.
It's not. Listen. Every season you rate Sage last, he does.
Oh,
good.
true.
You're
He
literally
does get
just buffing
he
him.
does get the buff when I put him last. I forgot about that.
We can't make him this powerful.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on. I think we got the groups, or no, predictions first. So we got some bold predictions again. Let's just read them out. So I predicted that Diamond is gonna have a 3-way tie for the 4th playoff spot. I feel like
Are we gonna talk about groups? If we're gonna talk about groups, just skip everything that's groups, because like we're all just gonna say this in 2 seconds.
okay, yeah, I can like move it to the group slide.
Wait, no, go back. I have
No.
two
Let me
non-group
say
ones.
it. San Sereno beats Chris Week 1. I'm not gonna stand this. San Sereno, please do not bring Intimidate. He has 2 Defiant Mons. You can beat him. Your team can 100% beat him. Just do not
Dude,
intimidate the Defiant Mons.
Mega Guard is unironically like a massive problem
Yeah.
for Chris.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
a massive problem
It
for
just
Chris.
really fucks him over. I believe in you, San Sereno. Just do not intimidate him, please.
I know you wanted to go into your bit, Mcfeeds, about the drafts, like the 2 draft days.
Yeah, I really think that the Saturday draft days are better than the Sunday draft days, with the exception of Water and Chris. Like I say here, I think Dory's like middle of the road, maybe even bottom on our day, but I think he competes with like easily top 5 on Sunday, maybe even competing with Big Booty Bronzongs for third slot. Like it's
Gotcha.
how much of a difference I think there is. I do think there are drafts on Saturday that are horrible, like even worse than Sage's.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like everything outside of those very bottom tier draft teams are better than the Sunday drafts. And I don't know why. Like, it's 100% personal bias, like looking at the teams. But if I did like a all 32 team tier list, I think I'd still have like Water number 1,
Yeah.
and then like Chris would be somewhere in the top 5, and then it would just be nothing but Saturday teams.
Gotcha. And I see Fortress, he got Chiang making playoffs and isn't a fraud. You confident in
Yep.
the draft that he has? To do?
Yeah, no, I thought it wasn't that bad. Like I don't like it as much as Gamagate liked it, but I thought it was pretty good. Like if you have
See?
Whimsicott Mega Gengar, I feel like you cannot have a bad draft. Like no matter what, I think he can get like 4 wins, especially in the group he's in.
Gotcha. And I also have like that small point of I think Fireman with the team he has. Maybe with the changes, maybe not anymore. But the team that he currently had, I think there's a chance he misses playoffs in the
I think he misses playoffs. I agree
Diamond
with you.
group. Maybe it's not a bold prediction, but a prediction on its own. But let's just move on to the groups.
Wait, I do want to say, Thunder,
What's up?
you said earlier that Chris is a fraud if he doesn't win his group. I think he's a fraud if he doesn't make finals.
You think he's a fraud if he doesn't make
Yeah.
finals?
Absolutely.
I disagree with that.
Nope.
It's
Don't
hard
let
to
us
make
storm
finals,
Chris.
bro.
Make finals,
There are
buddy.
demons this season.
Yeah.
Now Chris is gonna dodge all of them and then like get
I'm
fisted
I'm
by
not
Gamma in
gonna
the finals or
lie.
something.
I think like the 2 drafts I would put competing with Water are in the other side of the bracket.
Name names.
Yours?
Yippee!
Okay.
I think your draft is fucking terrifying.
I love my draft. Why did you guys let me get both of those things?
Yeah, is it as bad as the one we let you get last season?
Oh no, yeah, Chi-Yu Fluttermane is definitely worse.
Yeah. All right.
So now that we know all
Can we
the
start
teams,
Pearl? Can we start Pearl group because it's
Yep.
way easier than Diamond group?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let me consult what I sent Thunder 4 hours ago. I said Chris number 1, Big Booty Bronzongs number 2, Cherem Coke number 3. I think I'm pretty locked in on those, assuming Chelsea understands how to use her team. My 4, I said Cobb, but like I could see Major taking the slot. I could see like Ek or Chong maybe having a good season and taking the slot. I could see San Sereno living up to the year of San Sereno and taking the slot. I think that 4th slot's pretty open, but I think the first 3 are pretty fucking locked in.
Yep, I'm in the same agreement. I have for sure Chris I think. But Big Bitty Bronzong, I think this team a little bit more easier to pilot, so I'd say Big Bitty Bronzong second, and then Chelsea, and then fourth is kind of like you said, it's just kind of I feel like it's up in the air. I think Major could take it. Like I feel like even like the whole group could take fourth. Like any one of them could take it. I think
Yeah,
Michigan Monsters team is pretty good. Like that's the Mega Gyarados team, right? I think like
Yeah.
I think I would lead on him the most to be the fourth.
That is
On this
what
team.
I have as my fourth. Is like a game.
Am I correct? Was Michigan Moshers, was he the one that was helping Chelsea last season?
No, that's
IRS Bounty Hunter.
the
Oh, that's
IRS Bounty
IRS
Hunter.
Bounty Hunter. Okay.
Yeah.
Because his
Although-
draft seemed pretty solid.
Cobb did have a really good season last season, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. Like he topped
Cobb?
his group at 5-2 or 6-1, I
Yep.
think. After having like two pretty mediocre seasons, his first two seasons in the league, so maybe he finally, got this whole thing figured out.
I remember when I was doing content with Chris last season, I predicted him to lose every week, and he won every week. So I'll just keep
All right, we'll
predicting
keep
against him.
predicting him to lose, and we'll
Which,
get
I
a
mean-
new PDL champ finally.
Which I mean, I am a little bit because I think either Chris or BBV. I think either of them could win the group. I think it's very possible. Like one of them goes 7-0.
I
the
think
other one goes
BBB trolls
6-1.
too much. Chris wins the group.
Yeah, do you think Chris doesn't troll?
I think Chris goes 6-1. I think BBB goes 5-2.
Honestly, I could see. No, I think BBB is the more consistent player. I think Chris, he does win a lot, but he also, he'll sometimes do foolish things.
Blunder moments.
He
A bit of blunder.
tilts.
BBB, on the other hand, BBB, pretty consistent. He'll run, weird stuff, but it's, consistently weird, and it's usually
Yeah.
something similar. I think Chris is a better surprise factor.
Yeah. And then I think it's Cherry third, and then Chong fourth. I feel pretty good about Chong fourth. I could see Cherry either making third or not making playoffs at all.
I'm gonna say
I
Cheong third,
think-
Jacob fourth.
Yeah, I think Cherry either goes 5-2 or 0-7, and there's no
Yeah.
in between.
Yep.
Mhm.
Exactly where I'm at.
All right, so Diamond Group, the tougher one. This one's
The fucking crabs in the bucket.
Right.
Crabs in a
unfortunately,
bucket
at least for
mentality.
me, at first, like obviously by players wise, anybody could make it, but now that we've seen Sage and Strick's team, I think we could take that out of the equation now. For now.
Mhm.
I don't know. Did people have good trick romancers? I could see Strick sneaking a fourth.
I think he does too, especially if he makes changes.
It's not what I said.
Okay, if he
What
makes
I
changes,
said.
then I would agree. Yeah.
What I said like 8 hours ago was Water 1, Easton 2, Kaora 3, Clipsy 4. But those bottom two I'm less sold on. I think Water Easton are shoo-ins for playoffs. Maybe not at number 1, number 2, but I think they should both make playoffs. Easton off of player skill, Water off of draft plus player skill.
Yeah.
I don't think Easton's draft is bad enough to walk him out of playoffs in this group. But I think the rest of them are pretty even. Like Kaora, Clipsy, I think have the better drafts, but I could see Fireman or Strict getting in. I could see Feeney getting in. I don't think his draft's that bad. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's a tough one to predict. I definitely still probably would have Firewater and Easton 1-2. I think those two could it's not guaranteed Water would get first. I feel like Easton somehow could get first just based off of player skill. So
I agree
1-2
entirely.
for sure there. Afterwards, it's like I said before with my prediction. I think it's a toss-up. I think there could be literally a three-way tie for the fourth spot. Honestly, I think it could be that close because I think Fireman, Sage, their drafts are pretty similar and not being too good, but you never know. They could do something and make something work. Fireman is not a bad battler. Sage is not a bad battler, right? So they could try to push for a fourth spot. I think Paladin Porygons and who's the main team? Philadelphia Fanfies also could push for a fourth spot, third spot.
Damn, you just forgot about Kaora.
Oh shit! And mention
Yeah.
Kira. End of the day, I think it's Water and Easton, and the fourth spot is fourth and third spot are up for grabs. It's gonna be a war for that spot, those two spots.
Yep.
I'ma
I
make,
also have Water, Easton, Cura, Strict, but I think a fun question I want to ask you guys is how many wins do you think the winner of the group gets? Like, do you think anyone gets 6 wins, or are they capped out at like 4 or 5?
I think Water could go 6-1.
I think,
But
like,
I
yeah,
think he might troll and go 5-2. I think if he really locks in, he could go 6-1. But I feel he's gonna troll a game and it'll be like 5-2.
yeah.
I think 5-2 is reasonable.
I think Water in this group is the only person that can honestly probably go like 7-0, but I don't think he's gonna go 7-0. I agree with you guys. I think most wins in this group is 5. I think Water will get 5. The rest will probably have 4, and it'll be really close.
Call me crazy. For my rankings, I'm gonna say Water at number 1, Kiora number 2, Sage at number 3, and Easton at number 4.
Sage at number 3 is crazy.
If Sage finishes higher than Easton, I'll give you like $25.
Okay, well, okay,
Oh.
Easton for one thing, he does his annual use every Pokemon, which always puts him at a disadvantage because he's gonna have to load Viper one game and he's gonna try to get it a kill.
Yeah, but Kaora brought physical Amoongussum against me to try and get it a kill last season.
Listen. That had to be Dory's influence.
No, it was the other way around. Dory was fucking flaming him.
Listen, Kiora cooks, and I think if they really lock in, I feel like that's a PDL season 9 winner.
What are we on? 12? 10
We're on
winner?
12, 10
It's
winner.
10.
Season
Yeah,
10.
9 was through the generations,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's a PDL Hall of Famer right there. I think their draft is all right. It's not overly like top, but it's not overly. Where did I put them? I put them 10. Maybe I should have moved them up. I don't know. But yeah, I think off player skill, Water is definitely both player skill and strong draft. Kiora player skill. Sage, I feel, is just going to do the miracle run since we all rated him 16.
But you
Yeah.
had him 11. Come on.
Yeah, because I'm the believer. I'm
I
the
mean,
believer
like,
here.
regardless, like, at least for me, I can't remember a season where like I really want to watch every single matches group. Like Diamond, I want to watch every single match. Like this is gonna be crazy.
No, I'm really excited for it. Every match is going to be cinema.
Yeah, I think it has the makings to be like one of the closest like positions like in scores that we've ever had.
It wouldn't surprise me if we're going into the last week and only one playoff spot is locked.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, do you guys have anything else to add? I think that's all we got for slides.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Any final shoutouts? Any final mentions?
If for
Since
some
please be Chris.
if for some godforsaken reason you're listening to this all the way to the end and haven't read the announcements channel, read the announcements channel. There's some important ones that went out today.
Yeah, I'm not reading that.
And that's where you get deducted in when Mcfeeds at the end of the season is gonna say, "Oh, Gamma got 5 and 2 in the Ruby group. Okay, time to make that 3 and 5 or something. 3 and 4. All right.
Hey,
Well-
McFeeds, what EV system are we using again?
Yeah.
That's
Damn it.
believe calling that.
All right, that's gonna wrap it up for the Sinnoh draft reviews. A huge thanks to these guys for sticking around. McFeeds, Gamagate Fortress. Stay tuned for the Hoenn draft reviews. Should be coming out soon from Easton and Chris. Not sure who else is joining them, but I think they're gonna have it out very soon as well. And yeah, just good luck to the season. Let's have a good season. See you guys.
Yeah. Bye.